This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back to the channel as we get set for Game 5 between the Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings. Well, it's a best of three now, and we're just watching the highlights. The overtime winner from Zach Hyman last game out as we ended up squeaking that one out at Crypto.com Arena to send us home tied. Like I said, a best of three now, and that's realistically all that remains to be determined. 2 games on home ice, 1 at Crypto.com Arena, and 1 big game to win here tonight in Game 7, or Game 5, sorry, to hopefully avoid Game 7, win it in Game 6. Sorry, I'm a little excited tonight. Apologies. But that's where we find ourselves getting set for this one tonight, friends. It is Stuart Skinner in net. That is your big breaking news headline you need to be aware of. A lot of controversy in the past 48 hours as to who would start game number 5 for the Edmonton Oilers, and it is Skinner over top of Campbell. Korpisalo goes back in net for the LA Kings in this series, so that is where we are at tonight, friends. It will be interesting to see, of course, if Joonas Korpisalo continues to be pretty good, right? Even in that overtime loss last game out, he was still pretty good. 3 goals against and a .918 save percentage. Stuart Skinner now with 2 losses on his record, 1 win in the series, and a .338 goals against average, .881 save percentage. Well, I have the roles reversed here as we get underway between him and Campbell for the time being. Everybody in the chat, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard. Prior to the stream starting, always appreciate that. That always makes me feel really, really good when we see everybody in the chat prior to things getting underway. And just to say here as well, big number stream tonight. Well, I will tell you, the one thing that will ensure that this stream does what I'm hoping it does here in Game 5. A, number 1, we're not down 3-1. B, number 2, don't go down 3-0 after the first period. C, win the game in overtime and watch what happens tonight. Not that I'm concerned with numbers, because you know what? I will trade any of these numbers for the Oilers winning this series and getting this job done. So that's really all that matters to me at the end of the day, is the Oilers just have to go out there, get this series to a 3-2, and then take it back to Crypto.com Arena and win this series in 6, right? I know everybody said 6 or 7. I wanted 5. I didn't get 5. Game 5 is still pivotal, though, as we need to take a 3-2 series lead. All the Oilers fans getting all done up for tonight's hockey game down there at the Plaza as we get underway and set. So let's have a great night tonight. And Peter, I've been waiting all day to see you in the chat. Honestly, if you guys don't know, Peter's kind of always got the goal, the big 4-letter goal call in the chat every time the Oilers score, and that's always kind of my intuition to something's about to happen, kind of my little cheat code here to allow me to get the best play-by-play calls. So that's where I definitely do appreciate having you aboard, Peter. And to say that as well, friends, I see that a couple of you have also mentioned the glasses. Yes, the glasses are new today. Picked them up today, and they're supposed to help me a lot with blue light and, of course, just a little bit more focusing for my eyes. So we'll see what ends up happening here for this one, as Gene Principe is outside of Rogers Place right now. They've got him on the pregame broadcast, which is great to see Gene Principe getting some Stanley Cup playoff time right now for the Edmonton Oilers. But yeah, the glasses, definitely knew this today. Nothing I've been hiding away from you guys. I usually don't hide things too well from you. So that's where we're at with that. But hopefully the Oilers can take this one home tonight, and away we go with it. Again, if you're just joining in, it is Campbell on the bench. Skinner gets the start against Joonas Korpisalo again tonight. Stuart Skinner will start the game after being pulled in Game 4 following the first period. So we'll see if that ends up coming from that right now. But obviously we need Stuart Skinner to come up with a pretty big effort tonight. And secondary to that as well, let's see what else we got. Mike, welcome in. Moni, welcome in. Carter, welcome in. So a lot of you already with the Oilers in 6 chats going. So I like to see that as well. I guess that is where we need to transition the pregame. As I get to the chat, we got to note the BioSteel flavor tonight. I've got the Yeti mug going, but the BioSteel flavor is peach. I know a couple of you have gone out and tried the peach BioSteel on my recommendation earlier in the series. Well, it was 3 BioSteels for $6 at 7-Eleven today. Of course, I don't have 7-Eleven rewards. I will tell you that much. I'll be upfront about that. But I work with enough people that do. You punch in a random phone number from work, and away you go. You get the 3 for $6 BioSteel on the 7-Eleven points. Don't mind that at all. Raymond, welcome in. Smurfy, welcome in. Scout, welcome in. I'm just trying to catch everyone. Thrash, welcome in. And Terry, welcome in as well. As I think, Carter, we got you as well there. And have I missed anyone else off the top? I think I missed Jeffrey off the top and Tough Cuff as well. So everybody's welcomed into the chat that's in there right now. So we're hoping the Oilers can do their thing tonight. And obviously that would be huge if the Oilers do come up with some kind of big effort tonight to win this hockey game. Potentially, I don't know, a little blowout action. Like I said, we needed to bury the Kings. Instead, the Kings buried us in that first period. We dug out pretty well, then went down 4-3, tied it up on an Evander Kane shot like never before. And then Zach Hyman, the hero in overtime, getting the job done. You all saw the short that I did following the game after what was that, Sunday night. Oh my goodness, this has been a long series, friends. Like, I mean, I'm not used to staying up till 11 or midnight on work nights, so yeah, it's been a rough week so far, but hopefully for the Oilers it works out rather well here tonight, where we just finish this one in regulation, win it, and away we go. Forshay, welcome in again. Thank you so much for being along for the ride all the way from Madison, Wisconsin, tuning in from Mallard's country. And of course, Jordan, welcome in as well, as we're getting things set up for another great night of hockey. Salinas, the Oilers need to kick it in early. Looking forward to a solid performance. Well, I've got a couple good buddies, I will tell you that much. A couple good buddies over in overseas somewhere. Not exactly sure where they are right now. I know they're tuning in from the airport. I don't know if they're tuning in yet. I don't know if the connecting flight has landed yet or not. But I know that they are tuning in from the airport and hanging out on the stream. So, you know what, I know they're looking forward to a solid performance before they get on the airplane, come home, and hopefully be able to sit down in the living room for Game 6 on Saturday and watch their Edmonton Oilers kick butt and take home a series victory twice in a row. Of course, they also made that trip 2 years in a row going out there during this Oilers-Kings series, so it would be special for them to come home and see the Oilers beat the Kings one more time. So let's do that. And as we get going, Simon, welcome in. I will enjoy the game as much as possible. Of course, and the hardest part about doing all this thing, I will tell you this, is the memory doesn't work as great as it should for kind of the plays within the middle that don't really make any impact, right? I was watching overtime here just a moment ago, but unfortunately, most of that overtime really kind of misplaced in my brain, or I don't really remember when it happened or why it happened. And really watching that Evan Bouchard hit, watching the hit on Matt Roy, right? Not really placing that as well as I probably should be, but that's kind of the part and parcel of this. I'm talking a mile a minute and things aren't necessarily recording in my head. They're spitting out of my head, and that's just the hard part about this. Now, I will also say, friends, if any of you are aspiring play-by-play folks and you have done something that you can put on a resume in terms of play-by-play, I want you to go out there and check on Dustin Nielsen from TSN 1260, his Twitter feed. He retweeted today a job posting for the Fort McMurray Oil Barons. I'd just like to pass that along to anyone that is looking to get into play-by-play or has some kind of prior experience and is looking for that next step up. The Oil Barons are looking. Fort Mac might be calling your name. And I know from everything I've gathered in the AJ, they've got the best production crew in the AJ. So you'll want to go check that out. If you're interested at all, just pass that along, because for somebody like me, that would pique my interest a little bit. Not saying I'm going and applying for it at all, just saying that for somebody that's followed my career path, that would definitely pique my interest, as it has enough for me to mention it to you tonight. Carrie, welcome in. You're tuning in from Mexico tonight. Oh yeah, we've gone international yet again. Like I said, I knew we were international, but it's always good when we see it in the chat, because that just makes life so much easier as we're getting set up for tonight's game. And I feel like I'm looking at this screen all weird now with glasses, but I like this. I like this replay that I'm seeing of myself. I like it. You know what? I'm really glad with these glasses I chose. I knew the grays would look good with it, just because that's what I was wearing when I went to pick out the glass, and I got some of my best plaid has gray in it, so we should be ready to rock and roll from there. So, Margaret, you're tuning in again from Manitoba, cheering for the Oilers. I love to see it. As we're ready to get underway, and Alan, you're excited for this. Well, you know what? Tonight I had a lot going on today at work, and had a lot going on prior to getting here. So hopefully I'm just trying to keep my wits about me, and we get ready for this one, because it'll be a big game tonight. Looks like they've got an empty shot of Ford Plaza there. So that's an old shot of Oilers. Or unless I just don't know where the fan park is. But Jay Woodcroft out there with Scott Oak right now pregame. That's what we need to know. The cat's bothering me a little bit. He's moving the mic all around. Come on, buddy. Come on. No. That's obviously not the three-legged guy who loves to cuddle. So that's where we're at with that one. But Justin, welcome in. And, of course, Darcy Stoney, welcome in as well. As we're getting things settled up here for this pregame, I guess, to Scout's question, a good first question on the live stream tonight. Will the Leafs choke at the opportunity to win their first series since 2000 and whatever? The Maple Leafs hater in me would love to say yes, but unfortunately, I think they've actually got it this year. Based on what I have seen out of the Toronto Maple Leafs this year, I think they've actually got it. I think the Leafs will get the job done and take down the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're slowed down. They're not the same team they have been in the past few years, so hopefully for the Lightning, they just make it hard on the Leafs and we don't have to worry about the Leafs getting past the Bruins. Who knows? Leafs-Oilers Cup final? Sign me up, right? That's where I would go with that. Peter, my thoughts on the new Flames arena deal. That's big news today as well. That's another great talking point here for the pregame. Other than something has happened in regards to that, I actually don't know what the whole deal is, to be honest with you. I know there's some contingencies. I know there's some after this, after that kind of stuff going on. And like I said last stream, I keep that all out of here, so we just won't even worry about it until it all happens at this point, kind of my assumption of it anyways, and we'll just leave it be for now. Hopefully. And Mark, you're coming with my exact same thing as well. And Northern Farm Girl, welcome in. I'm glad to have you along for the chat. Nobody has to worry about that. Big shouty Capitals are in the chat again tonight, and I think that's one of the greatest things that's happened this year is just kind of all the different personalities and different keyboard kind of things we have, keyboard combinations we have in these live streams now. We've kind of gotten very comfortable with it all, and it's made for some very memorable moments throughout the season, so I really appreciate that, everybody, for being along and being regulars here on the channel as well. I mean, that's what we do this first half hour for more regularly, is the first half hour is for those of us that regularly are along for the ride throughout the whole live stream. Everybody gets in here, everybody gets questions out of the way, everybody asks everybody what's up, and we go from there, right? That's kind of seeming to be how these playoff series have gone so far. But to say to those of you watching back home that can't subscribe, are regulars to the stream or first timers here to the stream, but you're not watching on a YouTube account, you're just kind of watching to watch so as you can stay up to date with the stream, really do appreciate you being along for the ride too. Like, I look back at the end of every single one of these streams the next day, it gives me new viewers, returning viewers, and I mean, it's incredible the numbers in the back end, obviously, that YouTube has, but it's just crazy to think over the course of these live streams so far, these playoffs, the first 4 games, how many new people have come by Dolynny TV. And I mean, right, this keeps track of your history for years, and you're new to the channel for the first time, and I've been doing this for 10 years. That's a pretty dang good feeling when I'm still getting new people here in the year 2023, obviously, right? I've quit this how many ever times. I've done this Oilers thing for 5 years on and off. Oh man, it's been a mess, but to be able to do this still in the year 2023 is dang special, as my 10-year anniversary on YouTube is coming up in November, actually, so we'll be celebrating that one. November 13th, 2013, this channel was born way back when, inside the Media Labs in Cold Lake High School, if you can believe that much. Right, I tell you, I grew up in Cold Lake. That's right where this channel started. And Anna, welcome in as goodbye Chile, and welcome back to Canada, as that feels good back in Edmonton for what is going to be a really good good game of hockey tonight between the Oilers and the LA Kings. Man, that match I am hoping. And yeah, Scout, if the Leafs make it past the first round, they will deal with the Bruins. Yes, they will. And Riley, thank you for the kind comments on looks, as I think the glasses really complement what I've got going on here with this whole face and hair thing. I'm hoping anyway. The beard looks actually really good tonight. I've finally gotten it kind of under control here over the past little bit. All right. You think Campbell should have gotten the start? Thoughts? I think I think the tough part is, right, you know you've got Campbell if you need him. So if the Oilers find themselves down again tonight, Campbell will be in there right away. Stuart Skinner doesn't deliver the goods early. Jack Campbell will be in there right away. So I'm not too concerned about that right now. But you know what? If we come down to asking the question again, who starts Game 6, I think if there's a question, it'll be Jack Campbell in Game 6. At least I'd hope, because you can't go back and forth between Jack Campbell and Stuart Skinner on the off days and then always choose Stuart Skinner. And this has been something I've said a few times over the course of the past few days. My big thing is the plan all along has been to have a backup to Stuart Skinner. And Jack Campbell is as capable as a starter as you're going to get to back up Stuart Skinner. That's the beauty of this. Numbers aside, Jack Campbell was the perfect pick. I did the video last year. You can go rewatch on Dolynny TV. The Oilers need a goalie, but what kind of goalie do they need? It was between him and Husso in the video I did. And honestly, Husso would be your starter. Stuart Skinner would be the backup. But Jack Campbell was the perfect backup to Stuart Skinner because he could have him as soon as he falters. And that's exactly what we've seen here in the playoffs in Game 4. So that was fantastic. That was a really big moment in the Oilers this season, just to see that happen. So that was really fantastic. And Darcy, you're hoping we don't need any of the Black Aces. Well, if we get Dylan Holloway in here, I wouldn't mind that at all. I'd take Dylan being in the lineup for a couple of games these playoffs just to see what he features in his first playoff action this year. And Scotty, 4 wins to 2 since it's first 4. I think you're answering a question. And yeah, Scout, we got to figure out how to dual stream me and Patrick and Toff all on one stream. That would be the big thing. Is we definitely got to figure that one out, because I don't think we have the technology quite yet, and I think I just need to sign up for one little thing and then we'd be good to go. But we will definitely figure that one out. Or I tell you, I'll find a way to get up to Edmonton sometime here over the next few weeks and we'll make it happen. That would not be a bad thing at all, now would it? And I think the problem is with that big stream, we would have to save it for a real crucial moment. So that's where I'm hoping is I want to see both of us put up big numbers, and that's kind of the big thing, is not to tease things down the road, but there is a reason why we got to do separate streams now for tomorrow. That's where I'll leave it. Put a pin in that idea and just think of what we're doing now has an effect for tomorrow, and you'll see. Trust me, the plan is that tomorrow we won't have to worry about stream hopping. I'll leave you on that teaser because Patrick and I are still hashing all that out, but I tell you, we'll go from there. Robin, welcome in, and that's exactly where I should lead to. The first person to mention, yes. Friends, if you haven't already hit the like button on the stream, something that I really got to tell you, especially noticed last stream, is the more people that hit the like button, the more feedback YouTube gets to recommend the stream, the more people that join the stream, the better off the stream is, everything yada yada yada. I don't have to explain it. I've explained it 4 games in a row. But if you'd be so kind, if you haven't already, to hit that like button. I know it's something sometimes you just need that, oh yeah, haven't done that reminder. Well, that's your reminder right now. I'm telling you that right now. So hopefully you're so kind to do that for me, and then we can really crush this off down the stretch here in game number 5. Basic, welcome in. And what else do we got here? Northern, am I loving it? Or Farm Girl, sorry. That's what we've taken to calling it. Am I loving every minute of it? I am loving every minute of these playoffs, friends. It has been, bar none, the most special playoff hockey in my life. I think in terms of YouTube, right? I must say the 17 playoffs, going down to Boston Pizza with my buddy Gillis TV, every single game of the Sharks and Ducks series, that was dang special, I will tell you. And now, of course, the Ducks series was the start of this Dolynny TV live streaming during games thing. So there is that as well. There's a lot of special connections to 17 as much as I talk about 05, 06. And let's get this going. Michael, welcome in. And Adam, cheers from Athabasca? Is that what I'm seeing? I think that's what I'm seeing. As looking sharp. Well, thank you so much again, friends. The glasses, I did not just bust this out to change it up. I just literally got these things today. So that's, if you're tuning in for the first time in a while or tuning in since last stream, this is just a brand new thing today. You didn't miss anything. This is brand new today. And Jack, I'd say about 150 of us know right now. Just you wait. There will be about 300 of us that know it by puck drop. And Angie, welcome in as well. with the blue and orange hearts and, of course, throw it up symbol. Davidson, welcome in. Cade, the question of the hour, why is Game 6 not till Saturday? I don't know if there's scheduling conflicts at Crypto.com Arena. I think that would be the thing. If there was obviously the travel day tomorrow, scheduling conflicts on Thursday, Friday, game would have to be Saturday. I think that's what the current idea is. And it also depends, start time depends on how many other series are still going. Jeffrey, bad news on the Minnesota Wild. Dallas up 3-0, 14 minutes left in the second period. JC, welcome in as well. And what else do we got? Okay, Stoney's just throwing up peace signs to his friends. Let's see here. Mike, oh my goodness, these chats are coming in too fast. I'm trying to read them more as live as possible, and let's see what we got going here. Tim, that's for the next comment I got to get to. Welcome in. First goal wins it tonight, so Tim's been on a hot streak here the past two. If he goes 3 for 3 tonight, we just don't doubt it the rest of the way home, and if the Oilers score the first goal, I think lock in the win, but we'll just, after last game, you just don't know if you can lock in the win, but again, Tim said, first goal loses, and that's what happened last game out, so we'll see if it happens again tonight. Basic, Evander Kane with the game winner tonight. Well, let me tell you, based on what we've seen evolve over the past 48 hours here in oil country, and I will leave this up to you to go research it for yourself. I can't properly synopsis it for you, but let me tell you, Evander Kane is going to come out ready to absolutely beat down the LA Kings tonight. There is no other nice way to put it. Evander Kane is going to come out on fire and absolutely show and prove why he is somebody's hero. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Check out all the Evander Kane news over the past little bit. It is absolutely unbelievable what an LA Kings fan did to our young Oilers fans there in Game 4. Okay? I will leave that. I honestly don't. I haven't read enough to fully describe it to you, so I don't want to ruin the story because Evander Kane's going to show you the story tonight. I am sure of that. And Dean, yeah, over 400 likes on the stream last game out. Yeah, it was pretty incredible. Give me a sec. Dog needs out. Not very often he lines, but when I'm the only one home, that's kind of the case. Give me a sec, friends. Come on, Ruby. All right. You can hear me all the way out here. Now we'll get back in here and get going as we've got the Sportsnet big board. Friends, as it's seen the first period totals for the Oilers, over 1.5. Oh, this same game parlay. Plus 310, a $10 bet pays $41. Not bad at all. I could work with that, but I won't. Riley, you're saying the Lakers and Clippers both play. That is the problem. And here we go, as Chef welcome in, as, hey, appreciate you tuning in from sunny California. That's the only part they have on me right now, is I wish that I was somewhere a little warmer where we would be selling ACs, because I haven't made it clear about my trade. Well, it's kind of that time of the year where I'd like to be installing ACs, right? That'd be huge. As Toronto, Tampa Bay, extra day in series, perfect. Lyle, welcome in, going for the Oilers. That's a good choice. And there we go. Everybody's just throwing the emojis and the excitement in the chat. I must tell you, this game must mean something to see some of the comments we're seeing so far. That's for sure. And obviously everything very nice and light so far here on the stream. Appreciate that as everybody's keeping it going right now. And Joe, I don't actually know how to pronounce that. You'll have to give me a phonetic on that. But hello from Brazil. Yeah, hello to Brazil as well. I think that's kind of what we're going to find out tonight. We're going to have everybody from all kinds of corners of the earth today. I know we've got from Australia, we've got from Korea, we've got from Kazakhstan, we've gotten from Germany, we've gotten from Brazil, we've gotten from El Salvador. We're going to be all over the place. Mexico in the chat again tonight. So we don't have to worry about it so far tonight. We'll get there in a matter of moments. I promise you that. So, yes, Jack, that's the easy synopsis on what ended up happening here for the Evander Kane situation, but I will tell you, you definitely have to go look this up because I don't want to ruin it for you. And All-American, welcome in as well. As you're coming in with pretty much exactly the tone that Evander Kane will set on the ice tonight. Somebody unfortunately on the LA Kings is going to have to pay for their stupid fans' absolute ignorance there, and I am sure that Evander Kane, whether he does it in the goal column or whether he does it against somebody, he is going to make somebody pay heavy for what happened to his young super fan for sure. And Bicarba, sorry. Hopefully we end up hitting 12,000 tonight. That's kind of the idea, friends. That's actually where I need to pitch this to you. We did not get a subscriber update prior to puck drop yet, so let's do that, and then let's really get going here in a matter of seconds. As right now entering action tonight, we're at 11,964. So friends, this is the first time you'll see it, but you will see it often throughout the stream. This subscribe graphic right here. If you have the ability with the YouTube account to hit the subscribe button here on Dolynny TV, that would be greatly appreciated. And tonight, we're going to hit 12,000. I can guarantee that just based on how these past few streams have gone. And I would really love if you'd help me hit that tonight, because I am telling you, we are on our way to doing something pretty fantastic here in the YouTube space over the next few years. And I'm really hoping that we can really start turning that around here in a matter of this playoffs, because this playoffs really means something to me, that's for sure. All right. Gamer, welcome in, as I'm seeing a lot of fantastic cheers for the Oilers tonight. Seems like the Kings fans yet to show up as of yet. I know a couple of you are here, but hoping to see a couple of you here in a matter of moments. And everybody just saying hello to everybody again. I like it. Selena making fun of the BioSteel there, but I ain't switching from BioSteel, I will tell you that. I have my BioSteel addiction, and that is just fine. I promise you. I will one day kick the BioSteel, but that's the day that I only drink water moving forward. And trust me, I don't quite like water that much yet to be drinking it all the time. And we are now at 7:27, friends, just about 3 minutes away from flipping live. They're showing off the beanbag toss boards there, and guess what? I can tell you, cornhole. Loved playing cornhole at the Oilers home opener down in Ice District Plaza there. That was absolutely fantastic. That was one of the best parts of that day, to be honest with you. Just sitting back in the middle of Edmonton playing some beanbag toss. That was fantastic. Noob, welcome in. Yeah, no, you definitely need to go look that up, because it is absolutely appalling that somebody would do that. And Patrick is live in a few minutes. Yes, I will get the notification, obviously, right? I ask you guys to hit the subscribe and notification button all the time. Trust me, I've done that for Patrick over there for sure. So, yeah, okay. So it looks like Tim's got a little bit of information as well on the Bruins series. So we're good there. Everything coming together. All right, Tyler, welcome in. Going for the Kings. And the chats are now getting going, and unfortunately, if I threw the BioSteel in the Yeti with some ice, I would drink that way too fast to even have the ice be a reason to be in there. Kingsy, welcome in. We're getting things rocking and rolling, and yes, I like it. You know exactly what I'm saying here. Yeah, you know what? That's the best part, when the people that know me behind the scenes here, they're able to send me text messages as I'm live. And my reaction to reading some of the stuff, that always makes it fun. Toast, welcome in. And Parker, welcome in. And let's see what we see here. Sam, didn't see your message in there. If I would have seen that, I would have known why that was coming in. But I like that. And either way, honest reaction, honestly. Let's keep going here, friends. You know what? I've got 219 of you watching along. We could keep chatting with the chat all night, or I could tell you what you need to know about this Oilers game. Korpisalo, Stuart Skinner in net tonight. Skinner, of course, in net. Sorry. Stuart Skinner in net again tonight for the Oilers. The controversy of the past 48 hours is over. Skinner will start. He's got a .338 goals against average, .881 save percentage, and a .918 3.0 for the LA Kings. Jonas Korpisalo, and that is the ding. If you just heard that, I've got my phone right below my mic, so you would have heard the ding there. Let me go flip over to YouTube one more time friends, it is time for the pin chat of the night, which means we will go over to the subscriptions tab, which I hope you visit here regularly for the channel as well. But we will get this going, and they have a Bass Pro Anglers ad right now up. I'm going to flip this one over, and we're going to go over here, pin this up. Sorry, friends. A little awkward to get this going, but I promise you we will get this going in just a second, and I'll get back. Bingo, right there, and bingo, bang, and drop that there, and put this up as we'll pin that message. Boom, done and dusted. We are ready to roll. Patrick's stream is live over at the Oilers Fanatic. Patrick and Toph have you covered for everything tonight that you need to know. They'll catch a few things I won't, of course, ripping the play-by-play, so definitely if you need to catch up on something that they might have better analysis on, definitely feel free to check that out. And it is Stuart Skinner who starts tonight, friends. Sorry, I must have answered that just as that message came in. And it is, of course, Leon Draisaitl leading this series in points so far. 9 points to the 6 for Kopitar. Draisaitl with 5 goals. Evan Bouchard so far with 5 assists. The man has been on a mission. You wondered what this Oilers team was going to do without Tyson Barrie in the playoffs. Well, Evan Bouchard has answered every question and more for us right here, right now. So hopefully Stuart Skinner continues to answer those questions for us tonight in terms of the goaltending department. That wouldn't be bad. And we're going to take a quick answer here to look at the watch time one more time. We're already up over 63 hours watched, so we should be able to hit that about 75 to 100 hours watched by the end of the pregame as we're getting things started here. So, all right. We're off and underway. And the pregame intro coming through here. They're showing the hit on Victor Arvidsson. Oh, man. Light me up. That reaction to that was fantastic. Obviously, that was a big twist in that game. And now, all of a sudden, we're going to see the big hits of this series. Evander Kane yelling on the bench. Kane and Bouchard talking it over with Doughty. Fiala, the shot over top of Stuart Skinner. Oof, light me up. This one's probably been about the best intro, but when you have that much material to work with through 4 games, I don't see why you wouldn't have the best intro in Game 5. Friends, I'm just glad that this is Game 5, not do or die, because I was really worried about what was going to happen tonight in terms of the Oilers fan base, in terms of our psyche and stuff, if this was an elimination game and the Oilers got down. But instead, we just have to worry about getting up and winning a big-time hockey game tonight to take the series lead. You know, you can't win the Stanley Cup without adversity. That's what makes champions, and obviously for the Oilers, it's been an adversity-filled first round so far, and they're looking to triumph here in the next 2 games and bring it home. So, Spin, welcome in. Brenda, welcome in as well, and Adam, welcome in. I think I missed you earlier there when you threw something in there. Supreme, welcome in, and Adders, welcome in, as I think everybody's getting set for what's going to be a real special night tonight. Really hoping it's going to be a special night tonight, I will tell you that much. Is the Oilers, for the first time all series, have a chance to take a series lead. And biggest thing is, have a chance to close out the Kings on their own ice in Game 6. There was an opportunity presented to me that if this was an elimination game, we'd be going to the hockey game, me and a couple buddies. But unfortunately, this was not an elimination game for the Oilers in terms of eliminating the Kings. So we will just sit here and enjoy Game 5 to get the series lead. And to answer the questions, friends, I've got 244 of you aboard. Not all of you are in the chat, so unfortunately not all of you would know what's fully up, and I guess to get the answers in the chat, you wouldn't be able to get them. What I have to tell you is this will be me doing the play-by-play of the hockey game. If that's for you, great. If that's not for you, I do apologize. It's the best I can do. Copyright is a thing on YouTube, and the NHL is the most strict pro sport in terms of copyright. I once got copyrighted for doing exactly this. In fact, I got copyrighted twice. In 2019, I got a 3-month ban from live streaming, and in 2020, I got a 2-week ban. So hopefully, right, this is good enough for you to stay in touch with the game. I will be doing the play-by-play. I promise you that. I don't just throw play-by-play in the graphic PXP for no reason. So I promise you I will have the play-by-play for you here in a matter of moments once we get underway. The plaza is absolutely filled up with crazy Oilers fans tonight. It is going to be a fantastic night for hockey in Edmonton. Sanino's tuning in from Cleveland. Well, welcome in. Cleveland, Ohio tonight. And JB, you're hoping for the Oilers winning 5-3 in regulation. That'd be fantastic if they do. Sam, it's WHL Saskatoon versus Red Deer in a 1-1 series. Is that what, or is it a 1-1 game? Again, you guys have thrown the WHL stuff at me a little bit throughout this playoff round, and I honestly don't have a clue what's going on. I don't have enough time to follow the junior hockey, nor do I really have enough time to try and understand it, so that is unfortunate. But to those of you that care, great, please feel free to comment and keep me informed on anything we need to know. I know Jake Chiasson, I think he's playing a factor for some team. That's really all we have to watch as Oilers fans. All right, we are just about ready to get things going here. And Alan, it's even tricky with pictures and stuff what I'm able to do. I know on the thumbnails I'm able to use the NHL photos as long as I change them or alter them. But the problem is when it comes down to using it on the stream, if the NHL bots detect that it's their material, that's pretty much the end of it. So it's a tough go. That's why I do what I do here. Still not sure how the Sportsnet scoreboard doesn't get copyrighted. That's what we thought first time around, but it is what it is. Jenna, welcome in as well. Creep in the chat. I like it, and that's the fun part. All as these streams go along, those of you that have been along for the ride here through game 1, 2, 3, and 4 might end up seeing you here by game 7 if that becomes a thing. But again, just got to say, I appreciate everybody being along for the ride, whether you're subscribed, whether you're in the chat, anything like that. Can't do this without you, quite honestly, right? I could do this, but it ain't going to be fun. It ain't going to be special if I don't have you all cheering along with me. So that's kind of the best part of all this, and I'm really hoping we can really make something of it here before this series is over and go on to round 2 better and bigger than ever. So that's where we're at tonight, friends. As I'm just trying to see what we get going here. Let's see. Matthew, welcome in. I don't know what you were saying, what it would be an awesome final, but I imagine Leafs and Oilers is probably what we're talking about. I do see Ontario in the chat there as well. And the chat's just moving so fast, I can barely keep up with it tonight. That's as to be expected with 270 of you along for the ride this evening already before puck drop. I've been doing this 10 years. The numbers never get easier to understand any year going into the next. As Dana, Canada deserves a cup already, and no one more than the Leafs and Oilers. Well, I would love to see the Oilers lift it, whether it be over the Bruins, whether it be over the Leafs. Anything we can get, that's all that's going to matter at the end of the day. And Boots, I think you're going for the Oilers. You said, let's go O. Whether you're cheering for the Orioles or the Oilers, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the Oilers, given what this live stream is about. And again, friends, what you also need to know is the fact that tonight is the final game of the week up until Saturday, right? Final game of the work week tonight, Tuesday. You get a few nights off, rest up, enjoy, really go out and enjoy the heck out of your Friday night. And then Saturday night, let's meet back here, game 6 in LA and rock and roll. Cheryl, everybody is at the game except for you. Yeah, that's it's going to be me at the next Oilers elimination game. I can tell you that much. The next elimination game on home ice, I know a whole crew that's going, and I more than likely will be down here doing my thing. So I'm not feeling your pain now, but I'm sure at some point during these playoffs, I will feel your pain in due time. Emerson, welcome back again. Another Kings fan in the chat again, tuning in with us. That's fine and dandy. And Peter's cheering for the Orioles and the Oilers. Makes sense. Easy enough, right? Territory makes sense. And what do we got going here? Everybody's tuning in. Max, is BX wearing McDavid socks? Ooh, that's I do have McDavid socks myself. Actually, that's a funny thing you speak of. I got those for a house sitting gift for a couple of my friends that went out to the Hockey Hall of Fame. Interesting story. Way too many stories this year. A lot of hockey this year is what it is. And the real, who's starting in net for the Oilers tonight? Again, friends, if you're just hearing for the first time here on the stream tonight, it is Stuart Skinner in net. The controversy is over. Skinner will start, and then we will see what happens for the Oilers going forward after this game tonight, right? If Skinner falters, Jack Campbell comes in, it'll be what it'll be, and we'll see what happens tonight. But hopefully hopefully for the Oilers, Stuart Skinner succeeds. We win the hockey game, and we just go out there and crush it in Game 6 in LA. And we win the series. We go on to round 2, face the Vegas Golden Knights, call it a day. Woohoo! We're on to round 3, and then anything can happen from there because we're healthy and ready to rock. That's kind of the plan here tonight. And is this box wine? That's a good question, friends. If you're unfamiliar with BioSteel, let me tell you, it's a good time. No, BioSteel has been kind of the unofficial sports drink of Dolynny TV all year long, and something I'm just trying to keep going here tonight. Obviously, changing it up to the peach BioSteel though tonight. And as we get going, friends, I'm just seeing some more questions. Wow, Dana, yeah, that's a throwback memory right there for me, all right? I never got to experience anything like that so far. 05-06 is the height of my hockey career with the Oilers. So hopefully tonight, the Oilers give us another memorable memory to have. And then we can just keep building, and maybe somebody else gets to have that memory here in a couple of months' time. All right. What do we got going? Sam, are you talking about the White Ave riots? I actually had to watch a documentary on the White Ave riots in 05-06 when I was in broadcasting school in 2014 at NAIT. Yes, that's something I did. Another weird memory that pops up tonight. Guess we're going to haul them all out of the treasure trove tonight. All right. Let's see what else we got. Vortex, welcome in. Or welcome back, I should say. And Bert, I missed your comment. As you're back to listen for another NHL game, glad to have you along for the ride. Hopefully we have ourselves a good game again tonight. And what do we got going here? Thomas, where can you watch the game, friends? This is a good question, right? We're now almost up to 300 of you along for the ride. I actually don't know of any illegal streaming sites nowadays. From everything I understand, they've all been shut down over the course of the past year. So if you can find a game, what I would recommend though is just spend the $25 to get the playoff pass for Sportsnet Now. You get all the games for $25 down the stretch. That's really the best option, right? $25. I'll tell you, I know a couple ways to make $25, and it's not as hard as it seems sometimes, but I also know that that's speaking from my experience and not yours. So that's where we're at. Just keep that in mind. $25 for all the playoff games, 3 rounds, hopefully for the Oilers, see them lift the cup. It's a good trade-off. I tell you, $25, I've wasted $25 worse. Definitely have wasted $25 worse, to be honest with you. And here we go. Nathan, glad you've got to watch the Avs win the cup 3 times in under 30 years. Yeah, that's, for a lot of my friends that are Avs fans, they've gotten to do about the same dang thing. So, oh my goodness, I'm buzzing. I'm moving around a lot on camera tonight, but yeah. Can't seem to stay focused. Sorry for cutting that answer off there, Nathan, but here we go. Wilner, you've got the Clutch Player of the Season Award for the NBA. If there was an NHL version of the award league-wide, who would get it and who would get it for the Oilers? Well, it's kind of the problem. I don't know who would get it league-wide. I think that would be kind of your... Since the Oilers don't have a 6th man award, right? You think about who's the MVP not in your starting lineup is how that 6th man award works for the NBA. So the Clutch Player, I think, would kind of act as that for the NHL. So you'd think about guys that are on the 3rd, 4th line that have those 20, 30 goal seasons out of nowhere. That's kind of, I don't know who had one of those seasons off the top of my mind this year, but that's kind of who you'd think about in the season. And if obviously a guy like Nick Bjugstad, if he had had that season fully with the Oilers, I think that's kind of who you would give it to on the Oilers, to be honest with you. All right, friends, we are outside of Ice District Plaza. We are just about 5 minutes away from puck drop. We are ready to get this going, and let's see what we got. We've got Scott Oak on our desk right now. Good to see. As we are just going to see everybody trickle in. Farah, welcome in. Ruby, welcome in. And we should be just about ready to get things going. So, enough with the pregame. Let's get to it, friends. It is the almost start of the hockey game here. Stuart Skinner, Jonas Korpisalo, your starting goalies for tonight's hockey game. The Oilers have now gotten Korpisalo up to a 3.0 goals against average per game. So that's a big get for the Edmonton Oilers, who have been working hard over the past few games to try and solve Jonas Korpisalo, and did it well here tonight. So hopefully it works out. And now let's see here what we got going. Is we're just going to flip this over and get one last picture quickly of the numbers before we get going. The Oilers have hit the ice at Rogers Place, and the crowd is buzzing. I've turned up the volume on my TV a little bit. I'm not sure if you can hear that in the background over me talking, but hopefully you can kind of catch a little bit of the crowd and a little bit of the reaction on the broadcast tonight, and we can have a little bit of fun with it from there. So here we go, bing, bang, boom, and we should be ready to rock and roll now. As here we go. Bert, thank you. Leon Draisaitl takes his regular spot on the bench. It looks like Matthias Ekholm will once again this series start on the bench to begin the first period of play. The LA Kings taking to the ice. Jonas Korpisalo gets in his spot on the net for the LA Kings in the Oilers building. Evander Kane gets a little screen time. You know why. And this will be a chance now for the Oilers to take a 3-2 lead in this series. That's what the big part of this Game 5 is all about. The Oilers have the one chance to take a 3-2 lead, and obviously we don't want to be battling back like we were last year. I know last year was fun, and I really enjoyed running out of bogeys around midnight like an absolute maniac, but I would prefer to just win this one here in Game 5, take it back to LA, win it in Game 6, and then get this job done and move on. That's all I'm saying. And other source, welcome in. Thank you for the nice comment. Yeah, science officer. That's a good way to sum it up. The glasses are having an effect tonight. I'm telling you, I'm feeling a little confident in myself for the first time in a while here this series. So hopefully the Oilers give us a good game to be confident about as well. As Medusa, welcome in from Germany again. See, I told you Germany was in the house. Jesse, welcome in. Corb, welcome in as well, as we are going to get this one underway in a matter of moments. They've got the Oilers fans on the board, everybody making noise, and the lights out. And now we have the land acknowledgement from Chief Willie Littlechild on our television sets if you are watching the broadcast back at home. So we'll just be a few moments before we get the anthems underway, and then obviously too everything going there, as they've got the Turtle Island logo at center ice at Rogers Place now. And I'm telling you again, I will use this platform with 308 of you watching me live to advocate for a jersey similar to this, except for with the Turtle Island logo as the primary chest logo, for an alternate jersey next year. I'm telling you, I have seen way too many people way too excited about that logo, myself included, to not see it as a primary logo for the Edmonton Oilers at some point in the near future. And you know what? You can sit here and say near future, but why not now, to be honest with you? Let's get it done. That's what I'll tell you. So we're getting it going. Greg, welcome in, as Brett Kissel will sing us the American National Anthem at Rogers Place. And this has always been one of the most special things about the Oilers playoff runs here in recent history. Brett Kissel has been involved year in, year out, and obviously a good hometown boy from my neck of the woods up there in the Lakeland. I believe he's from Flat Lake, so I come from Cold Lake, he comes from Flat Lake, right? We have some pretty original lake names up that way in Cold Lake, but it is where it is. Wake, welcome in, and let's see. Back, Connor McDavid hat trick tonight. Well, I've seen crazier things happen, and I hope for better things to happen. As Layla, welcome in as well, and we have got Brett Kissel singing a countrified version, by the sounds of it, of the American National Anthem. Okay. I was like, what the heck is he singing? Is he doing a concert pregame? Didn't sound like the American National Anthem to me, but I guess it is what it is. There's a couple of referees in the stands wearing an LA Dodgers logo. What? What? I get it, but I also don't. That is 10 out of 10 for idea and about 5 out of 10 for execution. That's a rough one. That's okay. And he is going to sing us off here for the American National Anthem. The cowboy hat on the end of the guitar. That is the staple for Brett Kissel. And just let me get my glass up there for a second. Here we go, friends. Robert Clark in the sea of orange, blue, and white. And there he is, all excited with everybody with their pom-poms here. And we should be set for this anthem in a matter of moments. And there he is, setting us off with the tones of O Canada. Friends, we are just about ready for the start of this hockey game. Get through our national anthem and call it a day. As Robert Clark will sing us through and hand off the mic to the crowd. And the best part of every playoff game, friends, this going all the way back to 05-06, one of the most special traditions in all of playoff sports right now in the modern age. The Oilers singing the national anthem with the crowd, and this is absolutely fantastic. Our boys on the ice, it's Nuge, Hyman, and Bjugstad out there in the top 6 for the Oilers tonight. So really fantastic to see Bjugstad's body earn a spot in the top 6. There's a random Oilers fan that did up the Will Ferrell face paint. I mean, that's why they had to get him on camera, I'm sure. And this is a really great time seeing everybody get all the screen time. The boys on the bench tonight getting into the action. There's Ryan McLeod, Matthias Ekholm, Philip Broberg's on there. And it looks like a couple of the Oilers fans have been inspired to do the Will Ferrell face paint schemes there, since he really got a whole bunch of screen time over the past 2 games down in LA. And here we go, friends. We are set, almost ready. Face-offs getting set at center ice. Jonas Korpisalo getting back into the blue paint, and he's going to slide through a couple of times. 2-2 record, 3.0 goals against average, .918 save percentage for Jonas Korpisalo this playoff run so far. Our starter tonight, his numbers aren't looking as good, but obviously when you've got a great backup plan like Jack Campbell on the bench, Stuart Skinner, he is going to be just fine. So let's rock this, let's roll this, and let's get going. As Quentin welcome in, as we are ready to go for this face-off, friends. If I miss anything here accidentally in the chat, my apologies, but it is time for Edmonton Oilers hockey. Game 5 gets underway now with the face-off won back by the LA Kings. The Oilers battling it forward. Zach Hyman, who sent us home last game, already trying to get it across the Kings blue line. This one gets going back into possession for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. He'll flip it in down deep into the Kings zone. Out to play it as Korpisalo, banged off the boards by Doughty, back to the point, ripped on net, towards the net anyway, by Darnell Nurse. Comes to the near side for Trevor Moore, who flips it up off the glass down to the Oilers line. This one hops the stick of Arvidsson and comes on down to Darnell Nurse, who will once again pick this one up off to Cody Ceci. He kind of butt bumps the referee, but enough to get the puck back to Darnell Nurse. The Oilers will complete a line change here, and they will get fresh legs on the ice almost immediately, as they will go out with the Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Evander Kane line. Kane will come thudding in against Matt Roy. Play to the middle. Shot from Leon Draisaitl. Fires into the corner. I thought I had seen that puck go in the net, but I'm like, oh, not that quick. Couldn't be. As the Oilers continue to contain this puck on the clear from the LA Kings. This across the line and fired back into the Kings zone. Korpisalo will be forced to hang on to it. So just like that, we will have a stoppage in play here to begin this hockey game, as Leon Draisaitl and company get a good crack on net. Here's Draisaitl getting towards the net, firing one on. It goes wide and into the corner, as Draisaitl looking for the first chance of the hockey game. Just a minute and 4 seconds into this one right now, friends, as we are just barely up and underway tonight, as we've got a 0-0 shot clock, and obviously we're only a minute and 4 in, so can't really expect too much to have gotten underway. As Zach Hyman, Nick Bjugstad, Ryan McLeod out there as the starting unit for this hockey game. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Evander Kane now on the ice for the Oilers. They're working around the zone. Warren Fogle, Ryan McLeod, Kyler Yamamoto. So look for that line to be special tonight. Klim Kostin and Derek Ryan, your 10th and 11th forwards. Darnell Nurse, Cody Ceci. Take a guess. Matthias Ekholm, Evan Bouchard. Take a guess. Brett Kulak, Vinny Desharnais. Who's the 7th D-man? That youngster we drafted 8th overall a couple years back. Philip Broberg, you betcha. And that gives us what we need to know. So this one's back the other way for Ryan McLeod. He'll tap it down to Kevin Fiala. Derek Ryan just kind of lost the handle on that puck. Was enough to fool Fiala, but he picks it up anyway, as he'll try and skate around the zone. Vinny Desharnais is going to battle him off and play it down low to Brett Kulak. Kulak's going to pick this one up, bang it off the boards, and go out into the middle of the ice. And Derek Ryan will play it down low for Warren Fogle, who's going to get to work here along the boards right off the hop. Derek Ryan frees it up to the middle, can't get it free to stick for the Oilers, It'll be batted down the ice by the LA Kings. This will be enough for an icing call. Linesman knew it the whole way. 17:44 to go in this first period, and we are just off and running tonight, friends. We're already up over that 100 like mark. Thank you so much for everybody hitting that like button. I did see somebody hit the 97th like, by the way, too. So definitely, if you haven't had a chance to do that as of yet, that would be greatly appreciated. I will tell you that for sure. And we are just about ready to rock and roll here for the next 2:30 of this period. So that'd be all right. Face-off for Leon Draisaitl. He's got Kostin and Yamamoto on his wing. Draisaitl sees this one batted back down the length of the ice. Here's Darnell Nurse to come back and pick it up. 17 and a half minutes remaining here in this first period of play as Nurse will fire it ahead. And I will tell you, the effects of these glasses already are night and day over what I've been watching the rest of the playoffs so far. Kings fired in deep. Doughty goes along the boards here to the near side. This one flipped back up, and now Grundstrom able to tip it out as this will be picked up by Kupari. Kupari will skate across the line, fire a shot. Jack Campbell not in net. It's Stuart Skinner who makes the first save of the hockey game. And then the second save, fighting off a weird corner shot. And this one comes back the other way for the LA Kings to regain possession in their own D zone. 17:00 left on this first period clock as Drew Doughty hunching over the puck right in front of Jonas Korpisalo. He'll make the outlet pass to Philip Deneau. Deneau skating right across the center line at middle ice as this will be a shot from Mikey Anderson. Never really got on net. A good block there from Cody Ceci, and now Brett Kulak trying to work over the man behind the net, Trevor Moore, as he fires it off to Arvidsson. Nice save there from Stuart Skinner and picked up and flipped out there by Kulak. It'll come down in the middle of the ice. Zach Hyman battling this one forward. Anderson will backhand it over to Doughty. Coming in to check it now. The Oilers down low in the zone. Couldn't keep it in. Bukestad able to reverse it off the stick of the Kings. Come back the other way. Picking it up now. Zach Hyman. Hyman across the line. Couldn't get it done. Arvidsson will go around behind the net. 16:15 remaining here in this first period of play. Deneau picking up this puck. And obviously a big thing for the Oilers. They've allowed the first 3 shots. Haven't allowed the first goal as of yet, so that's a big get for right now as hopefully the Oilers continue this the right way as that's going to be shot off the stick there by Stuart Skinner, rimmed around the boards, now played ahead out of the skating lane of Leon Draisaitl, so the Kings will pick it up and get back in their own defensive zone. Gavrikov off to the far side bench boards as this one's picked up now on the cross-ice pass by Kempe, who was knocked to the ice by Bouchard. And the Oilers make that play clean, so they're going to get across the line. Kept onside by McDavid. McDavid will keep it in the zone as he'll reverse around the Kings defender. He'll skate it down low to Evander Kane. Plays it in front to Draisaitl. What a save from Korpisalo. Draisaitl had the side of the net open and just couldn't put it home on the pass from Evander Kane. And this one comes back across the line. Skating it ahead is Leon Draisaitl. Everybody's screaming for a penalty. Nobody gets it, and it'll come all the way back down into the Oilers' end. No penalty up on the play either, so we'll hold on for the time being. 15 minutes remaining here in the first period of play as the Oilers will fire this one into the Kings zone. This one comes to the near side corner. Oilers are the first ones on target again, fighting to the front of the net as that keeps whacking around. Derek Ryan couldn't find a shot again towards the net. Ryan McLeod on the shot, just couldn't find the one-time short side of the net. Kings able to clear the near side boards. Desharnais keeps it in for the time being. Jersey will rim it around the boards the other way. The Kings trying to get this one out as they will get it down the length of the ice. And here comes Kevin Fiala across the line. It'll be forced across to Gabe Velarde, but Warren Fogle, good play not to take a penalty. Another jam shot there from the Kings. Can't find the back of the net. Coming the other way now, Derek Ryan. He'll reverse around. He's taken to a knee against Anderson Dolan, who this is the first time I've seen him all series. Don't know if he's been in lineup at all this series, but that's the first time I've seen the player bar on his jersey. This one's Connor McDavid loading across the line. He's going to get into the middle of the ice, and he is drawing a call. Backhand pass to Klim Kostin over top of the net. The Oilers still have the puck here as Philip Broberg will play this to the near side boards. Kostin with the puck. The Oilers looking to do something here. They're going to wheel around the zone. This one over to Connor McDavid again, off to their side. Draisaitl fires it, and Korpisalo, he makes a big-time save on the one-timer from Leon Draisaitl, trying to set up a big-time goal. But the Oilers fans are absolutely lit up for this one tonight, let me tell you. That's a big-time draw for Connor McDavid, who got, I don't know, maybe 2 hooking calls on that one. As that was Absolutely unreal. And then Drysdale hammering this on net, just could not find it under the pad of Jonas Korpisalo. Oh, that would have been a big time goal if he had. So friends, welcome aboard to Dolynny TV. If this is your first time here, I'm Tyson. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Really appreciate you being along for the ride, right? I can't do this without you. That's honestly the best way to put it. But what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button here, because no matter what, I haven't said this on the stream yet tonight, but no matter what, Game 6 is an elimination game back in LA, whether it be the Oilers able to eliminate the Kings or the Kings able to eliminate the Oilers. Game 6 is an elimination game, and I want you here for the biggest game of the series, which will be Game 6 on Saturday night. I know, I have to have you subscribe for a whole 5 days, it feels like, before we get to Game 6. Promise you, we'll have lots of Oilers content in between then, lots of series talk in between then, so it'll be all worth it. I promise you that, and it's also free to hit that subscribe button, by the way. So all it does is help you get the videos that much faster, I guess I could say. As friends, we are in a 0-0 hockey game here. The Oilers, they've got a couple shots on net to begin this game so far. It looks like they've got about 5 or 4 or somewhere in there. Kings about the same. 5-on-4 for the Oilers coming up, a power play in which we really need a big time goal. And hopefully, I see. New feature in the glasses unlocked. All right, give me a sec. Every stream, I tell you, BioSteel down the wrong tube. Seems to happen every time. Grundstrom goes off for holding or hooking? Hooking's the call against Grundstrom. I guess if I watched the replay, I would have been able to see that clear as day, hey? As friends, once again, we're over 195 hours on the stream. Is Evan Bouchard able to clamp that one down? At the point, the Oilers power play operating above 54% here in the playoffs so far, right? That's, I know the hesitation, but it is what it is. And here we go. This one is going to go back to the point. As this one comes back to Evan Bouchard now. Connor McDavid looking across to Evan Bouchard. Now the Oilers loading this up with Nugent Hopkins on the far side. Bouchard rolling around now over to Nugent Hopkins. The shot blocked in front. And it'll come down the length of the ice for Evan Bouchard, who will touch this one at his own blue line. Pick it up and load it up one more time for Connor McDavid across the blue line. He will get in on the attack. That's a nice play by Anderson to slow him down. And now Bouchard at the blue line. The one-timer faked from Drysdale. Can't get it going. Drysdale back to the point. Evan Bouchard will roll it over to Connor McDavid. McDavid looking to the middle. This one hops over top of the stick. Drysdale will pick it up and fire it to an open wing. That's about as bad of a play as you can make in the offensive zone on the power play. And the Kings will clear it back the other way. Gavrikov going for a skate. He'll fire a shot towards the net. The Oilers, though, now have a D-man caught back the other way. 3-on-3 for the Kings. As the Oilers get to the middle of the ice, jam shot there from the Oilers. Can't find the back of the net. Once again, cleared by LA, and the second unit should be hopping over top of the boards now. As you'll see, the Oilers change up the lines. 38 seconds to go here in this power play. 12:23 remaining in the first period of play. The Oilers, the Kings, even in the shot department at 5 apiece. The Oilers yet to really shoot this puck on this power play other than the one jam shot. So here we go. Let's get it going now. Darnell Nurse is going to load this puck up. He's going to play it off to the sideboards to Evander Kane. Kane steps it across the line to Matthias Ekholm, who pokes it ahead to Ryan McLeod. Back to Ekholm. Ekholm walks down the wing. Now he's going to skate back towards the face-off dot. Back to Nurse. Over to Kane. Kane's going to walk in and wire this. Shoot, scores! Yes, sir, baby. I told you. Evander Kane was going to do some damage tonight, and Evander Kane has done damage. That is how you respond in a series like this. When the fan crosses a line that should never be crossed, Evander Kane comes up and scores the first goal of this game. That's a big one. That's a big one for the Edmonton Oilers, and that's a big one for Evander Kane. You know, obviously, right, they started it off with how the script is written for the Stanley Cup Playoffs, and he can't write it better than that. Evander Kane wires it home, glove side, to put it home for a big 1-0 lead. That's a huge shot right off the post and in past Korpisalo. The Oilers chasing it back on the face-off into their own zone. This one's going to be Yamamoto trying to lead ahead to Bjugstad. Bjugstad will go to the far side. And that's as great of a play as we're going to get out of Evander Kane hopefully tonight. I mean, a hat trick wouldn't be bad at all, but that's about as great of a situation as we can find ourselves up 1-0. Although, Tim, if you're listening right now, man, do I hope you're wrong. Do I ever hope you're wrong tonight. As you've gone 2 for 2 so far, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I'll tell you that much. As this is the Oilers wheeling around behind the net. Oh, jammed into the middle of the ice, but Nick Bjugstad's stick tied up just last second. The Oilers couldn't control that one there. Vinny Desharnais will come up with this puck in his own zone. 11:03 remaining here in this first period of play. He'll dish it off to Cody Ceci. It's Evander Kane's third of the playoffs. A second unit power play goal, by the way. Nurse and Ekholm both pick up goals here. Or assists on that goal, sorry. As that's going to be Zach Hyman knocked down off the puck. Nugent Hopkins is going to play this one across. And now Trevor Moore fires it in on the clear for the Kings into the Oilers' zone. And that was 2 words in one. My apologies. That happens time to time. Too much going on. There's a reason I'm doing this out of my basement and not publicly on a speaker. 10:30 to go here in this first period as the Kings will get it back to the point. The shot from Arvidsson bombed on to Stuart Skinner, but fought out of the zone quickly by the Edmonton Oilers, and coming back the other way is Arvidsson. Arvidsson will drag across. That one fired past the blocker of Skinner. Now another shot. Kings are getting desperate here. They are firing everything on net they possibly can. 10:09 remaining, and the Oilers jam that to the middle again, and that's going to free it up and go back the other way. Is this going to be Zach Hyman across the blue line? Hyman fires a shot, save made by Korpisalo. We will have a freeze in the action, friends, and this is where I got to tell you, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. This has been an exciting start to a hockey game, that is for sure. The Oilers and the Kings getting started here tonight, and Evander Kane starting us off no better way than possible for a goal tonight. And friends, what I want to remind you right now, this is what I'm kind of trying to delay getting to, is if you're new to the channel, I want you to hit that subscribe button tonight, because we are closing in on 11,999 subscribers. No, who am I kidding? 12,000. 12,000 is what we're closing in on. And I really appreciate everybody having been along for the ride throughout the series. But tonight we have a chance to do a big special number, and we're 21 subscribers away from that right now. And obviously, I can't do the subscriber number without you either. And we're at 11,979. So if you'd be so kind to consider hitting that button tonight, that would be great. Like I said, it's free, and it just helps you get the live streams and the videos that much faster. So that's where we're at. Flipperdo, welcome in. As yeah, the new specs are looking pretty solid, I must say. I'm appreciating all the nice compliments from you guys back home, but I honestly, I'm terrible at picking out fashion items for myself, but this one was a necessary fashion item because I need to correct some things with my eyes. But I'm just glad they look good, and you guys think they look good, because I've never had glasses in my life before, and this is the first time, first day, first everything, so that's really exciting. But friends, favorite Oilers jersey of all time? I'm seeing that comment in here. I know I've got a whole bunch of comments to get to here on commercial break. Favorite Oilers jersey of all time? It's that one, not that one. It's the original of that one. You know what I'm talking about. The original of that guy, that is the true blue for me. Obviously, 05-06 playoffs. Maybe I'm a little bit biased. I know, I get it, but it is what it is. And Connor McDavid took the ice for warm-up at 30 kilometers an hour. Let's see what else we got. Kings start taking stupid penalties. Yeah, that's where it is right now. No OT. Well, I would love some OT tonight. That would heighten the drama a little bit here in Game 5, just as it has throughout the series. But I want the Oilers to win, so let's just win it in regulation. As here's Mattias Ekholm across the line. Ekholm's leaving that one there. Shot fired towards the net by Evander Kane. That one doesn't end up meeting the target, and the Oilers will get going here. Connor McDavid battling here. He'll go in behind the net. McDavid walking around off to the far side boards. Now back to the middle. This is all Connor McDavid here. Now another play. Shot fired from Draisaitl. Save made or blocked in front as Ekholm will play this one down low to Connor McDavid. In front to Draisaitl, scores! Oh boy, we're up 2-0. And then just like that, the Edmonton Oilers top line is rolling. Connor McDavid to Leon Draisaitl on the doorstep. You love to see it. And the Oilers rolling here 2-0 early on in this one. This is a much different feel than the start of last game, let me tell you that much. Last game we're down 2-0 to start, whereas this one right out of the gate in the first 10 and a half, Leon Draisaitl denied on a big save there from Korpisalo, goes in behind. Connor McDavid makes no mistake, threads the pass through, and then Leon Draisaitl puts it home like no tomorrow. And that's just Leon and Connor doing their thing as Leon just pushes that one through. It bounces off of Korpisalo into the back of the net and in. That is huge for the Oilers as Leon Draisaitl sliding on his butt. That's going to be a great photo later, let me tell you that much. And now Bjugstad over to Yamamoto. The Oilers back into the offensive zone just like that. As this one will be fought now for Yamamoto into the corner. The Oilers battling here. Bjugstad against the boards as well. Still trying to finish the biosteal. I've been yakking quite a bit here on the stream so far tonight. So well, thank you again for sticking with me for all that. 8:51 to go here in this first period of play. This puck's played down and now fired in by Grundstrom. Grundstrom will go down to Stuart Skinner. Skinner will play it across to Awake. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. And yes, celebrating that big time goal as well. So thank you so much for the super chat. But the Oilers getting the job done here. 2-0 to begin this hockey game as the Kings bang it in. And now they're going to get a chance to the middle. But again, denied there by the Oilers. And this has been a fun one so far. And hopefully the Oilers can keep it going. Fought back the other way by and Warren Fogle, but he's going to fire this one into the near side corner because the Oilers couldn't clear the zone. 6th goal of the playoffs for Leon Draisaitl, still averaging more than a goal per game. McDavid averaging an assist per game. Ekholm's now up to 3 assists, his 2nd of the night, by the way. So the Oilers want this one, and the Oilers fans are in it. The Oilers fans are on it. The Oilers fans want this one just as much, and obviously the Oilers hopefully feeding off of the fan energy as well. So 7:50 to go here in this first period of play. Moore will fire this into the far side corner. Picked up by Arvidsson. Fired to the middle. Can't get it going. 7:43 to go. And I will tell you, I got a little bit of heckling from you guys at the end of the hockey game here as the Kings get going back in their own zone. At the end of the game 4 there that I should have stayed live a little bit longer. So I promise you tonight we'll stay live a little bit longer. It's a 7:30 start. I got some time to burn as long as this one doesn't go to OT. Arvidsson loads up the shot. Fired up over top of the net on Skinner. 4 shots for the Kings so far in this one. Played back to the middle. Spin shot from the Kings. Save made by Skinner. And I just need to see the Oilers go through this first period with a lead. I don't care how it looks after the first, but as long as there's a lead after one. Hyman eats a high stick. No call coming up against the Kings. It was on a follow through. 7:02 to go here in the first period of play. And the Kings will lead ahead, fire into the Oilers zone, and get down into the Oilers end. And the Kings will turn this one over here. Kopitar backhands this one in front. Spin shot, fire save. And Iafallo on the rebound, as the Kings have done so often in this series. Scores the goal that makes it 2-1. I just had to go out there and curse it, right? I said I don't care what the lead looks like after one. We just need a lead after one. But that is where we find ourselves now up 2-1 as Iafallo jams in a rebound. And we will have ourselves a 2-1 hockey game. So the Kings not dead in the water yet. The Oilers just make a weird play in the zone, and then everybody gets caught out of position. Desharnais with his back turned to Iafallo, and that puck in his feet hops right through his big frame. And that one will probably see Desharnais benched for the rest of the first period, I would imagine. That would make sense, as this one, Connor McDavid also just kind of loses Iafallo there as he zigs and Connor zags. And now it's a 2-1 hockey game. 6:42 to go here in this first period of play. Iafallo, who's had a pretty good series so far as well. 3rd of the playoffs. Kempe and Kopitar with the assists. So, yeah, you know what? There you go. Both of those guys getting it going, and that seems to be the case so far. This one's going to be picked up now by the Oilers. CC battling there. It'll come back down in the ice, and Stuart Skinner will go over and leave it there for Arvidsson. Play to the middle. Shot off the post, and then Skinner kicks it out. Oh, boy. That was about as dangerous as we could possibly get, and then Skinner deflects it up and out of play, but that was, wow, that was as tight to going into the back of the net as you can possibly get. Hopefully, the Oilers can find a way to just settle down here a little bit, and Jim, that's exactly the Oilers. Shaky over since giving up the 2-0 lead here, and now they just need to settle down a bit as Ceci almost deflects it into the net, but it goes off of the post, and then Skinner jams. Oh, actually, it's Ceci who jammed the stick out of the way, so never mind. And Scott, I'm sure you would take Vinny Desharnais back in Wichita. That man is a fantastic legend, and here we go. The Oilers will get it going the other way. McLeod fires it into the middle of the ice. This one picked up by Derek Ryan. Ryan back the other way. He will look for an option as he goes back to the point. Ryan's going to see this one down low to Fogle. Fogle will go down to McLeod. McLeod fires it far side, scores! On the back door, it's Brett Kulak. It's Brett Kulak! Ho, 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 ho! Yes, we see Brett Kulak for one moment in this hockey game, and he's scoring a big-time goal for us. Let's go. I honestly, that was a weird one, as that was just a far side hoper pass from the Oilers, realistically, over to the corner from behind the net, and that one finds the tape of Kulak, who puts it home. All right, we came to play, as that's Ryan McLeod. He heads up as Kulak skated all the way down. Never mind, Kulak had his head down the whole way. He knew what he was doing there, and what a pass there from Ryan McLeod to find Kulak back door. We like that. We like when Brett Kulak does that. That's a big-time goal from Brett Kulak. We got her back. So now this one's going to come down low into the Kings zone again. McLeod and Fogle pick up their first assists of the series. Brett Kulak picks up his first goal of the series. So don't mind me at all, as the Oilers are coming to play here in this first period so far. Less than 15 minutes in, and they've got 3 goals. Could be an interesting finish based on that last game. So we'll see what happens as Grundstrom will flip into the Oilers zone. Out to play it is Stuart Skinner. He will freeze the puck with 5:15 to go. And we have a stoppage in play, and now some hugs being had between Kupari and Broberg. As Kupari came in and said, hey, I gotta say what's up. And right now, here's the thing. If the Kings score another goal and this game gets 7 goals, that big board bet there from Sportsnet hits. So if you took that live, I mean, hey, good for you. But yeah, and how Scott, I mentioned Kulak's name. I've had this running joke all series long, is the best thing we can have out of Brett Kulak is just not to notice him, right? That's what I've said all series long. And now when we need an answer to that Kings goal, who is it? And I mean, I every time I joke about it, Brett Kulak appears for about a minute and a half of that hockey game. That's kind of how this joke's run. And out of nowhere, Brett Kulak appears and scores a goal on the back door for the Edmonton Oilers. We don't mind that at all. I'll take mentioning that for sure. And Rachel, welcome in. Thank you so much for the, I believe the pair celebrating a big-time 3-1 goal for the Edmonton Oilers. Thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate that. As yes, the Oilers taking a big-time goal to make it 3-1, restore the 2-goal lead, and obviously get us in the direction we need to be in here going into this intermission in about 5 minutes of game time. Friends, we're on commercial break. Once again, I will appeal to you. If you're new to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. Simply put, I would love to have you aboard for Game 6. I want you aboard for Game 6. Heaven forbid it goes 7. I need you here for 7. But also, we have a chance to hit 12,000 subscribers tonight, and that's going to be a dang special moment as well. It's been a long ride here, 10 years on YouTube, and now all of a sudden, 2023 numbers are starting to go crazy. And we're sitting at 11,988 here in this first period as we're back live. And just want to say again, if you haven't left a like on the stream yet either, I got to remind you to do that, because I need to try and get as many of you aboard for this third period finish as we possibly can. We got some big boy numbers to try and dummy from last stream, and I'd love to have you hit that like button if you could. That just allows more people to find the stream. The Oilers back to action, though. I barely get any kind of rest here in these commercial breaks. It seemed like last game the commercial breaks were lasting forever, but now all of a sudden we're back underway. 5:01 to go here in this first period of play, and the Oilers back to action here already as they will step across the line. Well, the Kings, Kempe will load down into the face-off dot on the near side. Kopitar fires a shot into traffic. Can't get it go back in the net. And this one's going to go far side. Now picked up for the Oilers. Ekholm will fire it there to Iafallo. Iafallo turns it over to Kopitar, and Kopitar comes back down the length of the ice, getting it onto the attack. 4:35 to go. And again, thank you for the super chat there. I appreciated that. As Arvidsson comes off the boards, gets it over to Bouchard. This one will skate down the length of the ice, as this will be picked up now by Matt Roy. And now back fired out of the zone by Philip Deneau. 4:18 to go here in this first period of play. 11-8 the shots for the Edmonton Oilers so far. We don't mind that at all. That's a pretty good productive start. And obviously, too, Gavrikov firing the shot, save made by Skinner. So now the Kings up to 9 shots on the game. Back the other way for Bjugstad, 2-on-2 with Nugent Hopkins firing the shot into the chest of Korpisalo, and we have a stoppage in play. We like to see that, and obviously the live goal total possible to get out of control here tonight. And Bert, thank you so much for the kind words. As Cody, could I please put a mirror? Hey, you said please. Hey, I actually have to consider it now. But Cody, could I put a mirror behind me? I was thinking actually, if anyone can see the reflection in my glasses, let me know if the game's reflecting in my glasses at all. That would be of interest. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever worn glasses in my life, so interested to see what the side effects are. Things go blurry if I look through the bottom of my glasses. It's kind of meant for nearsighted watching, looking, reading. I don't know. I don't do much reading nowadays, but hopefully now do more now that my eyes focus better. 3:42 to go here in this first period of play. Jersey behind the boards. He'll get run over there by the Oilers. He stays up on his feet though, but a big hit nonetheless, as the Oilers will turn and burn back the other way into the defensive position. That one shot, save made on Walker. Walker who's on the back end for the Kings tonight. And now fired in by Brett Kulak. I think Walker was in the lineup last year in the playoffs because of injuries and stuff, and now it appears he's back in there. Nice play by Nugent Hopkins to get it over to Ceci. This one's going to go down low back to Nugent Hopkins on the pass from Ceci this time. 3:08 to go here in this first period of play. Picked up by Yamamoto. Yamamoto back to the line. Nurse over to Ceci. Shot fired, blocked in front there by the stick of Kupari. And now battled off the boards. The Oilers free it up to the middle. A shot off the post for Ryan Nugent Hopkins. That would have been a huge one right there as this one goes down low again. Clean Costin battling around behind the net. This line is buzzing for the Oilers here as this one will continue to battle off the boards now. Nugent Hopkins freeing it up, and Ceci will see this one come back, and now a breakaway shot for Grundstrom. Kings still working this one here, played down low. Grundstrom to the middle. Kempe drags. Oh my goodness, roof job on Stuart Skinner, and it is suddenly a 3-2 hockey game, as that was a beauty from Adrian Kempe. I'm sorry, I must say that was a huge shot from Adrian Kempe, and you have to appreciate that. That was a big one there, and I mean, I'll tell you this much, that post there hurts for the Oilers as Grundstrom makes a big play, and then roof job, glove side from Kempe. And I mean, I'm not going to be upset at the Oilers for giving up that goal. I'm just going to appreciate that Kempe was able to fire that one up over top of the glove that fast. That's unreal talent, unreal skill right there on display from Kempe. 2:24 to go here in the first period as this one is going to be drifted across the line by the Kings, fired into the far side corner. His fourth of the playoffs for Kempe. First assist for Grundstrom, second for Doughty, so they get some points on the board as well. This one batted into the zone there by the Oilers, into the Kings end that is, and the Kings will now bat it into the Oilers end. Far side boards over to the near side. Kopitar jams it in front, but Bouchard able to cut it off. Bouchard on the backhand, passes it over to Kane, near side now to Draisaitl in the neutral. Up the middle over to McDavid from Draisaitl. McDavid on net. Kane fires it there. McDavid still battling, can't do it, and the Oilers continue to contain possession behind the net. Back up to the point now. Bouchard over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl drifts a shot towards the net, but it goes over top on a deflection in front. $1:30 to go. The Oilers keep it in one more time. Here's McDavid spinning around behind. And now again, Kane battling off the boards. This will be fought out of the zone by the Kings. We got $1:20 remaining here in this first period of play as Matthias Ekholm picks this one up behind the net. And now he will drift this one up the ice. Ekholm across to Nugent Hopkins. Bad play there by the Oilers. Coming back the other way is Arvidsson over to more spinning. Back to the point now. Gavrikov over to the D-man Matt Roy. And Stuart Skinner, when we needed a save to calm things down, snags it out of midair and makes a big time stop with 59.1 on the clock. And that is a big time save there from Stuart Skinner. They're showing the replay of the goal there for the Oilers opponent, the LA Kings, and that's still a big time shot there from McDavid too. Sorry, they're watching all the highlights right now on this one, but that's a big time stoppage for Stuart Skinner, and that's, I mean, now we got inside a minute here to go in this first period of play as this one's going to be fought off there, and now we will have a face off. And Scotty, you're down for a 15 goal game. I mean, hey, why not mess around and have a little bit of fun? as we haven't had one of those this series as of yet, and the Oilers would have pretty much the edge in that as long as they don't bury themselves too deep as the Oilers continue to battle as the Kings have it. This one's going to go back to the point shot. Gavrikov sees it blocked in front. The Oilers are going to load back the other way. This one's going to be shot down the length of the ice. 43 seconds to go in the first period. Icing call against the Oilers. And Jim will share the secret with Stuart Skinner. He doesn't have to be good to win the series. He just has to be better than average. That's the problem with the Oilers' goaltending. Everybody needs them to be good. They just need to be better than average, and the Oilers can win hockey games. Questioning the 7-game series, how that plays out, sure, but history proves this season, as long as you're just better than average, you're going to win hockey games in the Oilers' net. There's a reason Jack Campbell had like 25 wins this year. All right, here we go. Velarde in the face-off dot against Nick Bjugstad. On D is Mr. Vinny Desharnais, so keep that in mind as Doughty's out there on the blue line. They just showed the reverse angle. And this is going to be now a face-off for the Oilers. As this one's one back, and now Hyman will fight this one over, and the Oilers continue to battle here. Nugent-Hopkins flips this one into the neutral zone. Picking it up there is Hyman. Couldn't do it, and now Doughty will get it going back the other way. 29 seconds to go in the first period. And this is in behind the Kings' face-off dots in their own zone as we are winding down here. Just about done this first period of play. Across the line, Fiala back to the blue line, shot in deep by Mikey Anderson to the far side. Now picked up by Derek Ryan, jams it up off the boards out of the zone, and this one will drift around the neutral zone for the time being with 5, 4, 3, 2. Kings played off 1, and that will do it for this first period of play. Friends, welcome aboard to Dolynny TV. We seem to have just picked up a whole bunch of momentum here, just in time for me to run upstairs and take a quick bathroom break and refill the water. But I appreciate you being aboard. If you've enjoyed the play-by-play here in Game 5 so far on the live stream, what I need you to do is hit that subscribe button tonight. Need you back here for Game 6. Heaven forbid I need you here for Game 7. And secondary to that, 12,000 subscribers looming right fast. I'll be right back in a matter of moments, friends. It's a 3-2 hockey game after 2-0-0-0 minutes. I've messed up a whole bunch tonight. Don't you worry. I'll make fun of myself all for it as I can. 20 minutes of play, done and dusted at Rogers Place. It's a 3-2 game here in Game 5. Series is tied 2-2. I'll be right back. All right, friends, let's do this intermission thing, shall we? I think it's about dang time as we'll get things underway for this first period intermission in a matter of moments. Welcome into the channel if you're just tuning in. So, hopefully the Oilers can get this second period clamp down a little bit better. That'd be fantastic as we're just about ready to get things underway. But obviously, just to recap quickly, it was a lot of goals there in that first period. 3-2 the lead for the Oilers after one period of play. We led 2-0, then 3-1, and that is where we find ourselves right now. But to give us an idea of where we sit after one period of play, it was Evander Kane scoring the response. If you know everything that's happened in the past 48 hours in Oilers land, you would know that Evander Kane goal is about as big of a goal as a player can possibly score in the first round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Darnell Nurse, Mattias Ekholm draw the assists on the power play. Second power play unit goal, by the way, for the Edmonton Oilers. So it's not just the top unit that's hot. And ice time tonight for the Oilers so far. McDavid and Draisaitl playing almost, oh boy, a lot of that period. Pretty much 40%. Leon Draisaitl did score his 6th of the series from Connor McDavid's 5th assist and Mattias Ekholm's 3rd. So Ekholm up to 2 points tonight. The only player with 2 points in this game. Alex Iafallo responded back, cut the lead about 3 minutes later with his 3rd goal of the series. And then Brett Kulak answered right back 1 minute later from Ryan McLeod and Warren Foegele. All of them got their first points of the series. Then Adrian Kempe picked up goal number 4 from Grundstrom and, yes, indeed, Drew Doughty as well. So it's been an interesting first period so far. Lots going on, but hopefully the Oilers can clutch up and just survive here the rest of the way home, take home the lead, and win a hockey game. Elisa, welcome in. And what else do we got going on? Anyone that I have missed welcoming into the chat. Kaylee, welcome in as well. And we should see as well anyone else that we have missed. Benny, welcome in. Glad to have you along. And I think that's everybody we needed to catch up with. Max, welcome in, and we are just about set. Taco, welcome in as well. Master, welcome in. And what have we got? Nobody else that we've missed so far. That's the period done. Midnight out here in Newfoundland. Shadow, welcome in. Okay, missed you there. And we should be good. Dean, I think I've caught you earlier. Francois, welcome in as well. There we go. And I think everybody is caught up, so we are good. Angon, welcome in. Catching you. Trying to make sure we're getting everybody in the chat here. My apologies, friends. And Weasel, welcome in as well. So, here we go. I think I've gotten everybody in. Asmain, welcome in. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Looks like I've missed another chat here in the question mark here. Nothing there. So, we should be good to rock and roll, friends. For this intermission, as they're going to show Brett Kulak's activation on this goal, as Kulak is going to see the defender leave down to the middle of the ice to clamp things down, and then Kulak just kind of takes note of that, sees the play develop, players turning right there, as it's going to be a look for Ryan McLeod to go around the boards, up back to the point of Vinny Desharnais, but then Brett Kulak goes around, and the Kings player's vision is focused in that corner, kind of not really focused on Brett Kulak. And they've got all kinds of illustrations here breaking down this play. This is insane. What is Meeker on the telestrator here? So this one comes around, and then Ryan McLeod turns and burns. Byfield puts it back of the net to Brett Kulak. That was a beauty of a goal. That is for sure, Peter. It's 4-0 for the Stars. That is bad news. And really, it is not in Vegas. It is in Edmonton. This is between LA and the Oilers, by the way. And Homelander, welcome in. Can't keep collapsing. Skinner needs to make a bailout save every now and then. Yeah, there's a couple of things I'd like to clean up. But the thing is, we're up 3-2, right? We never choked the lead. We never gave it up. We're up 3-2. And we've been leading the whole hockey game. So we don't have much to worry about at all. And King, welcome in. You're cheering for the Kings. That's fine and dandy. We can work with that. And hello as well, the Edmonton Oilers, I don't know what that is there, under 4 I think is hit. And we should be almost ready to get things going here in a matter of moments, friends. This intermission dragging on here, but obviously me just waiting to get back to it, that is for sure. And hopefully the Oilers can get things rolling in this second period as well as they did to start that, or second period to start that first period. I am sorry, I'm all discombobulated. It's been a long day, but it's also 8:35 at night here in Alberta, and now we just need to go out and win a hockey game. I guess you could say that's, mathematically speaking, all that's really left at this point tonight. The Oilers just need to find a way to win a hockey game as we approach the 400-hour mark on the live stream. And friends, are we ringing the bell right now? Let's find out, as we might be celebrating a big milestone here in channel history in a brief moment. Let me hit that refresh button, and we are at, if it would just refresh, 11,996 subscribers currently. So friends, if you're new to the channel, I guess I should appeal one more time as we head to commercial break. If you haven't already, hitting that subscribe button would be greatly appreciated. We are 4 subscribers away from 12,000. Like I said, the biggest thing subscribing does is just get you these live streams that much faster. You don't have to find it at all, and then we should be ready to rock and roll into game number 6. So hopefully the Oilers get it going in game 5, win it, and then take it home in game 6. That is the idea here tonight, and hopefully the Oilers get it rocking in a matter of moments. So let's just see here. What do we got going on, as we are just about ready to get into the next part of this intermission. They've just got us on commercial break currently, and we should be ready in a matter of moments. Mohammed, welcome in, and let's see what else we got. We're just waiting on everybody else getting going here. As again, to recap that first period, that was a crazy first period, I guess you could say. Evander Kane, 3rd goal of the series. Darnell Nurse, Matthias Ekholm, their 2nd assists each on the power play, put us up 1-0. Leon Draisaitl scores his 6th of the series. Connor McDavid, Matthias Ekholm draw the assist there, so Ekholm puts up his 2nd assist. Iafallo, Kempe Kopitar pick up the goal for the Kings to make it 2-1. Brett Kulak made it 3-1. And then what has made this first period so interesting, the Adrian Kempe goal. And I mean, friends, if you're fans of hockey, I don't care if you're an Oilers fan, a Kings fan, a Blues fan, or a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, that was an absolute thing of beauty from Adrian Kempe. Taking it in on a great area pass from Grundstrom, loads it up, takes it right to the crease, and flicks it glove side, top shelf, short side on the shot, crossing the crease. That is about as clean of a beautiful 2023 NHL goal as you're going to get, and that was pretty fantastic. To sit there and watch that one and just, you know what, yeah, the opposition scored, but do I care? It was a nice goal, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day, is just getting to watch these guys go out there and put on a show. As long as the Oilers are winning, I'm good. That's kind of the idea. And we've got another Dean in the chat as well tonight, so let's see here as we're getting going. And what else do we got? We've got anyone going here, as we're just looking for everyone in the chat here. If there's anything, you guys just seem to be chatting amongst yourselves. What if you're a Red Wings fan? Well, I'll tell you, those Red Wings fans, I work with one of them. They can be quite something. They like throwing it down on you, that's for sure. But that's fine. I don't mind them either. So that's where we're at. Here we go, friends. We're sitting here currently waiting for this game to get back underway. We've got the big board for Sportsnet, so we should be almost ready. And there we go. Actually, I'm on a BioSteel, so I need to take the cans out. That's what that says. That one, that's one's unfortunate right there. That one bounced out, hit the backboard, brawled all the way through the cans, and fell on the ground. So I'll have to go pick that up as soon as we get back. But look at that form. Look at that form. Whew. Wow. I like it. As Joe, did I hear about that situation there with Cecilia, I believe is her name, or Cecily? Evander Kane's a little super fan there. Yeah, I did. And obviously, as I've mentioned, that was about as perfect of a goal, first goal of the hockey game, as you could possibly get from Evander Kane to start this one tonight. That is how you punch right back. And Evander Kane making sure he responds for her. And that was, I mean, how do you not get romantic about sports, right? That's one of those big things. Evander Kane was going to put up a response to that, and he did right promptly to start the scoring tonight. So that was fantastic after that appalling act right there. I mean, like, come on, man, figure it out. It's not, life is not that hard to figure out that you need to be doing that. So, yeah, that one is tough. All right, here we go. Peter. Yeah, I definitely, I played basketball one season in grade 6. Didn't go very well. I scored a whole 2 points in about 14 games that year. So just glad that I didn't continue with that bad idea. All right, let's see. See what we got. We got the Kings highlights on my television screen now. Dallas, as Peter said, winning 4-0. As this one comes back to the point for the Stars as they move it around on the power play again. So they scored 2 power play goals to start the game, that's for sure. As this one comes back over the line, the shot from the Stars, that one not on the power play, but just a perfect place for Mason Marchment to score that goal. Obviously a free agent signing there, a big one for them, and they now lead the series 3-2. So the Oilers trying to avoid that. Everybody over there in the plaza right now, man, does it look cold there tonight? Looks a little chilly. There's some folks in toques, a lot of folks in hats, a lot of McEwen University students, I am sure, in that plaza, that's for sure. Somebody's crowd surfing. That's a mess. That's a mess. I would love to go down there, though. All right. Whew. We are on to commercial break, and that is a huge break in a moment because I need that for sure. And let's see what we got going here, friends. I'm just going to quickly flip over to Twitter to see if there's anything we need to know. And what do we got? We got a comment there. And the Barrie Colts have been eliminated from the OHL playoffs. So, friends, we got bad news. Brandt Clarke is now eligible to join the LA Kings. Ooh, that's kind of a problem right there. We'll see if he ends up joining them this playoff season. We could send them home here before the playoffs get too serious for Brandt Clarke in Game 6 should we win tonight. That would be fantastic if we could do that, that's for sure. And obviously we need to win the next 2 periods to do that. All right. We are rolling along, friends. Yeah, hopefully the Oilers can get the second period started like they did the first. That's really all I'm banking on right now. The Oilers just need to clutch up and get that job done, and away we go. Joe, thank you for the kind words. And everybody's talking about hockey and their connection to it right now. I love the chat. Like, we have really developed something in there where you guys just normally at this point in the live stream chat amongst yourselves. So I really do appreciate that. That's one of the best parts. But hopefully for the Edmonton Oilers, they find their best parts here in the second and put home the effort that wins Game 5. That would be absolutely fantastic if they decide to do that for us right here, right now. And again, friends, just a quick update on the watch time. 444 hours, by the way. We're not too bad off. And Peter, I think the thick Canadian accent there is getting in the way on that one. Brandt Clarke, if I said Brad, that's all me. It's been a long day. I'll just be appreciative of when you say goal to start this second period. There we go. We're ready to get underway. Brett Kulak on the bench for the Oilers. Brett Kulak sporting the beard kind of similar to me right now. Don't mind that. Scoring that big goal and looking like me. We won't mind that at all. As Brett Kulak, obviously a good local Alberta boy, scoring a big goal for his hometown team in the playoffs. Don't mind that any day of the week. We like that. And Jeff, you're saying 12,000 subscribers. Have we hit that? Did we hit that before we got things going tonight? Hold on here. Let's just quickly see this as Lance Mackwell making some doodles here. And let's just see this. This is going to be a proud moment if. And 12,004. Thank you so much, everybody. That it's the year 2023. And somehow, some way, I'm putting up numbers like that. That is absolutely unreal. And like I said, we're putting up numbers like that is how I should phrase it. Because, wow. 12,000. I mean, I knew these playoffs were going to be dang special, but I didn't expect us to get rolling as far as we have so far to begin this playoffs. But hey, I hope now, if you're subscribed, I only can bring home the best of the best the rest of the way home for you. And now we'll go chasing 13,000 the rest of the way of this series, and I'm sure we can do something here. So here we go. Face off for Nick Bjugstad. He loses it back, and Drew Doughty gets it over at the near side line in the Kings zone. That means we're off and underway. Stuart Skinner bats it away, and this one comes back behind to Victor Arvidsson. Darnell Nurse battling there. Bjugstad going. This one continues to battle behind the net and around to Cody Ceci. Ceci gets going. And this one goes back up the boards and out of the zone, and now picked up there by Zach Hyman, who will get down deep into the Kings zone here. Oilers continue to battle as Bjugstad picks this one off the boards. He spins and burns Arvidsson into the front of the net. Puck in the crease. Bounces free, and now Bouchard winds one up, frees up a lane. Bjugstad still trying to shoot this puck. Big man out there doing this stuff here. And that's a shot from Ekholm. Goes wide now. Nugent Hopkins far side. Back to shot from the point. And a big save from Jonas Korpisalo as Bjugstad makes a 90-mile-an-hour shot. And it's a big-time save to start this second period as the Oilers come out on fire with that second unit. Absolutely pounding them on net. And that is a huge one right there. So big time save, Northern Farm Girl. Thank you so much. That's a big time save for Korpisalo, just swallowing that puck up on the one-timer from Bjugstad. No goals on 3 shots this series. Well, keep shooting the puck like that, buddy. You'll have some goals pretty soon. As Connor McDavid's going to pick up this puck, freed up off the face-off, back to Bouchard. Shot fired wide. Ekholm's going to see this one come to Kempe, so he has to back up. Matt Roy plays this one in off the stick, and this is going to come down low to Skinner, who will bat it over to Bouchard. Bouchard's able to make the play, but the Oilers weakly turn it over for the time being. Ekholm recovers it near side. This one's going to come back to the front of the net. This one batted down low, picked up now by Draisaitl. Draisaitl's got Kane and McDavid flanking him as he crosses the blue line. Here's McDavid to the front of the net. Denied on the 5-hole attempt by Jonas Korpisalo. Back the other way and picked up now by Ekholm, as the Kings had just nearly cleared that one of the zone. Now McDavid off his skates. The Kings back the other way, trying to pick this one up. It'll come back the other way, and Frankie, good day, buddy. This is, sorry, friends. When I notice someone from my regular everyday life in the chat, I usually have to stop a moment. Glad to hear from you, buddy. That's, given what you told me yesterday, it's glad to hear from you today, and I'm hoping you're resting up good. 18 minutes to go here in this second period. We're back to action, friends, as the shot from the Kings off of the side of Stuart Skinner to the near side boards. Derek Ryan gets this one going back up the boards and out of the Oilers zone, now battling in the neutral. That's going to be picked up by Fogle. He's going to clear the line. Brett Kulak's out there. Everybody look up. Brett Kulak's on the ice. He's going to sneak down for a goal, hopefully. 17:39 to go here in this second period of play. As 3-2 to go in this one so far. The Oilers leading by that margin here. 15-13 the shots. The Oilers across the line. McLeod's somehow on side with Fogle. Don't know how. Don't ask me. I don't know why. But here's Grundstrom across the line, busting it down into the Oilers zone once again. Oilers pick it up, fire it around the boards freely to Warren Fogle, who gets absolutely leveled by Drew Doughty. I mean, that one had to hurt. Warren Fogle just got buried by Drew Doughty. Had his head down, and that one got rocked, as this one's going to be kicked out. And now the Oilers back the other way. Here comes Leon Draisaitl over the line, and he's going to pick up and roll around the zone. He's going to play it back to the middle of the ice. Broberg not going to shoot that puck. Nurse back to the middle now to Draisaitl. Nurse firing down. Nice pass for Clem Costin. Couldn't get the shot off either. This one continues to battle around down low. As Yamamoto will battle this one off the boards. Clem Costin battling there for the Oilers. He gets dumped in behind the net. No call coming up. The Kings touch the puck, so nothing right there. And this one's going to come now free for the Kings back the other way. Byfield's able to dump it in. And this one will come now to Stuart Skinner, who plays it for Darnell Nurse. Nurse will play this one around behind the net and fire it up now high in the zone. Picked up there by Clem Costin. Costin's going to flip it in as he gets it on deep. And Bjugstad gets it back to the boards where Kulak is back on the ice. Oh my goodness, he directed one right on net. And then Hyman was sniffing for the rebound, just couldn't jam it home. And that's been the Kings' MO this series, is rebounds and scoring them. So hopefully for the Oilers, they can start cashing in some rebounds, because the Kings have been eating them alive in the crease so far. 15:50 to go here in this second period of play. We're already eating up 5 minutes of hockey almost to begin this second period. That's crazy as we continue to play on. Brett Kulak turns over the puck to Arvidsson. That's a big boy play there from Bjugstad as he just leans on the competition and comes back the other way with the puck. This one fired into the feet, but picked up now by Nugent Hopkins and fired down low into the Oilers zone, or Oilers offensive zone, the Kings zone, as Matt Roy will pick this one up from Walker. Walker and Roy getting it out of the zone, tipped in ahead by Iafallo. Batted there by the Oilers one more time, and now Matthias Ekholm will play it across to the far side. Bouchard back to Ekholm. In the Oilers' end. This is Ekholm gearing up the play. He's going to play it off to the far side, and this is what I love to see from the Oilers, that slow it down in our own zone, make the methodical play, wait it out a few moments, and make the right play. It's been fantastic to see out of the Oilers this series so far as Ekholm plays it really down low, and that just goes to show how important playing playoff hockey can be. Is when the Oilers slow it down, they make some really good plays. And obviously they've made some great plays so far this series, and that really is a credit to just take your time, don't force anything, and make the right play when you can. So good to see. As Matt, welcome in again from Southern California. As friends, welcome aboard. Especially, right, I guess just to say, if you're a Kings fan, you're seeing this random guy from Canada with a bad Canadian accent talking all about the Oilers, being a big-time Oilers fan. Well, welcome aboard if you're tuning in from California. Really glad to have you aboard. I mean, honestly, right, we have just about 450 people watching right now. I might know about 15, 20 people max that are watching me from my real life, everyday life. And you know what? I've got people from California being Kings fans, all over the world being Kings fans, all over the world being Oilers fans. Don't care who you're cheering for. Thank you for being here tonight. Really appreciate you being along for the ride, making me feel real dang special. Here's Warren Foegele across the Kings line. Shot fired off the blocker of Korpisalo, jammed to the side of the net. Ryan McLeod on the rebound opportunity from the corner fires it into the glove, and that will be a big-time save for Jonas Korpisalo, the can. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, after that first period, that score's not looking too far off, but this second period, much more clamped down for the Oilers and Kings so far. Wouldn't be bad as, oh, there's Frankie sending the text as well. Sorry, just give me a second. There we go. Let's get this done. Ryan McLeod face off to the right of Jonas Korpisalo. And this one is going to be a face-off for Gabe Vilardi of the LA Kings as well. So the Oilers and Kings will do it to the side of Korpisalo. Kings win it off a misdirection. This one flipped back in the middle. This one's going to be flipped down now, and an opportunity for Warren Foegele to play this one down low. Grundstrom picks this up and fires it into the Oilers zone, but this one is going to be played off to Brett Kulak. Kulak's going to fire it into the middle of the ice. Foegele continues to battle as this one continues to work around in the neutral zone. This time picked up by Vinny Desharnais, and love it. 13:46 to go here in this second period. Oilers continuing to battle here, as this one now is Darnell Nurse picking it up in the Oilers zone, continuing across the line, and will fire it on deep into the Kings end. Clean Costin plays it around the board. Somehow Yamamoto blew a tire. I don't know what's going there, but blowing a tire there. And now this one is picked up by the Oilers, shot down low. Broberg fires it in, and that's going to be the end of that, as the Kings were able to clear it out rather quickly, and Broberg is hurt. Broberg, I don't know what he just did, but he just bit into the boards and fell on the puck, and we have a cover on the play. TD4's hopped the bench almost immediately to get on the ice, and Broberg is down in pain, so we'll see what happens here, because Broberg just kind of turned and burned into the boards, and he's a little shook up here. So the Oilers short bench to begin with forwards up front, have the long bench, but Broberg headed down the tunnel, friends, as he just kind of tripped himself up there trying to play that puck, and then crashed heavy into the boards as he just loses an edge. and hits his shoulder into the board. So it's not his legs, actually. It's his shoulder that hits the boards aggressively, and that hurts. So, all right, that's where we're at, friends. Welcome aboard to Dolynny TV. If you're tuning in for the first time, my pleasure to have you aboard. As I've made mention many times here on the live stream, I know, but what I need you to do right now is consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. We've just crossed 12,000 subscribers here on the channel, but I would love to have you aboard as well on our way to 13,000, because that would be absolutely fantastic if we could end up getting close to 13,000 here on this channel by the end of the playoffs. That is for sure. Looks like the Twins just beat the Yankees in the season series for the first time since 01. That's fantastic too. And just give me a second here to respond to Frankie, because passing along some news that I need to know is hopefully we're getting everything going the right way. Ouch. There we go. Really got to stop leaning in this chair. It doesn't do marvels for my back by the time it's time to go to bed. Let me tell you that much. Here we go. All right, let's get back to it. Sorry, friends. Just a brief momentary pause in the action, as I just had to make sure I sent that text, and we should be ready to rock and roll. But yeah, we are off and rolling, friends. Well over the 12,000 mark here now on the stream. So Weasel, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button as well, friends. As let's see here, as we are at, Frankie's just replying there, 12,013. We're back to hockey here. As I love it. That's literally sending me an angle of oh, this is too great. I love technology, friends. The Oilers back into the zone though here. Let's get back to hockey for a brief moment, and then we can worry about texting in the intermission. 12:50 to go here in the second period as the Kings lift out of their own zone down into the Oilers' end. This one's going to go down low, and Kern, thank you as well, as this one keeps going back to the point. The Kings hop the stick, so Mikey Anderson then gets dumped by Zach Hyman, and he stayed on his feet. But that was a big-time play from Zach Hyman, throwing the body right there. And here we go. This one continues to battle for the Oilers along the near side boards. A lot of hits being thrown. A lot of guys battling for that puck. 27-22 the hits tonight. Honestly, I couldn't tell you how many hits I felt it has been. Not that it's been a lot. As here's Doughty walking to the middle. Another chance here. Fiala, the shot saved by Skinner. And I mean, that's another big one right there for Skinner, as he just steps into that puck with the chest, knocks it down, clamps down with the glove, makes the big save. So big time stop there for Stuart Skinner. And that's just a big shot to Anderson from Zach Hyman. He rode him out hard, but it was a big time save. And this one, a big shot there from Trevor Moore. Nice save on the shoulder from Stuart Skinner. It was the shoulder, not the chest, but still a nice save there from Skinner to make that one. And then the Kings had to obviously fire back to the face-off dot there. Broberg's back on the bench. 12-12 to go here in this second period of play, friends, as the Oilers win the face-off. Ekholm's going to win this one back to himself, as it just kind of hopped his stick a couple of times, and he was able to grab it. With 12:04 to go here in this second period, Ekholm picks this puck up. He's going to skate across his own blue line and get it over to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard lifts into the Kings zone, now near side corner. Well, Evander Kane's battling for it, but kind of skated off and left it for Connor McDavid, and that allows the Kings to exit the zone rather quickly. Bouchard throws a big hit in the zone. Nice throw from him. And now it looks like Stuart Skinner just got run a little bit. I don't know what happened there back behind the play, as Draisaitl is going to see this one chopped up the middle, and now Evander Kane battling again. Gets it around to the near side corner. This is going to be fired ahead down the ice by the LA Kings. Bouchard skating after it. Icing call. So there you have it. 11:26 to go in this second period of play. 3-2 the lead for the Oilers, as Kempe gets jolted by Evan Bouchard. Bouchard kind of gets the worst of it, actually, as he ate his stick up in the mouth defending himself, and that's where we're at. Newman, welcome in, as we are getting things rolling through into this midway of the second period, friends. We're just about set for the back half of the period. Hopefully we get going. Ace, welcome in as well. And looks like the linesman just ate a high stick, and he just lost a tooth by the looks of it. Just spit out a tooth on the ice, if I'm not mistaken. As I know he spit something out, but I'm not sure if it was a tooth or not, and he's going to go off to get checked out here. As I think he might have lost a tooth, honestly. By that replay, it looked like he spit out a tooth. And whose stick comes up and catches him? Oh, it's McDavid catching him in the mouth. As McDavid catches him up high. And we're going to see this replay here of Stuart Skinner getting intentionally, unintentionally run by Iafallo. I think that's one of those plays. I'm not going to blame Iafallo for taking it. That's one of those plays when you're available, you got to take it. And now I hope the Oilers take that run at Korpisalo, right? I don't think it's fully 100% intentional, but hey, I'm going that way anyway. Might as well. That's kind of the play. So we'll see what happens here for this one. 11:24 to go here in this second period. It's going to be one back by the Oilers. Shot fired towards the net. Fogle makes the save, and big time stop for, Fogle makes the shot, big time save for Joonas Korpisalo. That one goes back, and Brett Kulak fired that one. Sorry, that was Kulak firing the shot. We got too many sevens on this team. We need to get rid of all of them except for Fogle. I tell you. Wait a minute. That doesn't check out. Anyway, Ryan McLeod in the face-off dot against Joonas Korpisalo here. 11:19 to go in this second period to play. 3-2 the lead for the Oilers. They have maintained that all the way through so far. The first 9-ish minutes of this period. Another icing call against the Kings. And we will do this once again here, friends. And this is what's killing me about this one right now is the Kings and Oilers just can't seem to get back underway after this couple of stoppages in a row. And just to give you an update on the watch time as well, we're at 582 hours watched on the stream. And Mike, let me tell you that tale in the next intermission, or not next intermission, in the next commercial break. I'll tell you all about that here in a matter of moments, as the Oilers will play this one ahead over to Warren Fogle. He'll lift into the zone. 11 minutes to go here in this second period to play. The Oilers play it down low, and now Fogle will go chasing after this puck. He'll get battled off and now freed up down low and played in front as Ryan chops it into the corner now as McLeod continues to battle there against the Kings as well. This one battles around a couple times to a Kings stick far side, flipped out in the neutral zone down the length of the ice, and this one's going to battle all the way behind the goal line for Brett Kulak, one-handing it off the defense there. So he'll get a past Velarde across the line, backhanded in. This one's going to keep battling. 10:27 to go here in this second period of play. Backhanded across. Byfield's going to chop this one here, and Nurse is going to see this go down to Klim Kostin now, who's got it in behind the net. He'll slow it down, leave it for Darnell Nurse, and this one will be, again, led ahead by Nurse. To the far side, shot in by Broberg, who's back on the ice, by the way. That's a big gift for us now, as this one's going to be Nurse firing this down low off the skates of Yamamoto in front. We're inside the last 10 minutes to play. As huge hit from Klim Kostin on Anderson Dolan. Absolutely dumped him. 9:53 as now Kostin chopped towards the net. Couldn't get it on. And the Oilers continue to battle here. Now Kostin continues off the boards, and Yamamoto will pick this one up. Yamo spins, fires back over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl battling there, will free it up past Anderson, and now back to the point. He's going to look one more time, drop it off to Philip Broberg. Broberg's going to go for a skate with it. He's got it in front. Shot fired. Save made by Joonas Korpisalo. Oilers still have the puck alive. Here's Leon Draisaitl one more time, spinning around on this check. He's going to go back to the point and spin one more time off the check there of Kupari. Shot fired off and out of the zone for the Kings, all the way down to Stuart Skinner, who's immediately out to play it like it's a power play. Oh my goodness, Stuart Skinner wants this puck in the back of the net for the Oilers to make it a 4-2 hockey game. I'll tell you that much. He's going to dump it off to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm's going to go the other way and fire it down into the zone. That was Bouchard on the dump in, now picked up there by the Kings. They're trying to work this one out. They will escape the zone and shot back the other way by Trevor Moore, who gets it to the far side for Cody Ceci. Moore and Kempe and Arvidsson probably out there right now is what I would assume the combination is. But all of a sudden, we've got a little wide open hockey breaking loose here for the Oilers, as it just seems to be going back and forth, back and forth. Here's a steal for Ceci. Ceci's going to get this one off the boards. He's going to look to make a play. He gets absolutely run into the boards there by Nano. Still up on his feet, though. Making this one back to the middle of the ice. Goes far side. Darnell Nurse freeing it up back to the point for Cody Ceci. Fired in front. Tipped. And Nick Bjugstad scores. Let's go. That is a big time goal. And you know it, right? Stuart Skinner kept that play alive for the Oilers in the defensive zone. And I told you he wanted that next goal. And Nick Bjugstad delivers a big time goal for us to make it 4-2. He gets the promotion into the top six and gets the job done for the Edmonton Oilers. That is as beautiful of a tip as you are going to see tonight, as Ceci fires that one and Bjugstad puts it through the body, tips it right in front, puts it home, and the Oilers score a big time goal as this one's tipped in front and Nick Bjugstad just weasels its way through Korpisalo, and that one's a big one. And guess who's coming into the game for the first time all series? This is a shifting point now for the LA Kings. Phoenix Copley has come into the net for the Kings, and Awake, welcome in again. Thank you so much for the super chat again. Thank you. Appreciate that. As Phoenix Copley, 24-6-3, 264 goals against average and a 903 save percentage, rides into the hockey game. The Oilers have chased on the Nick Bjugstad goal, have chased Jonas Korpisalo. I don't know how you end up saying the goaltender is the problem in net for you tonight, but somehow, some way, they blame Korpisalo for this one, take him out. And it worked for the Oilers, so it'll work for the Kings, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. 7:56 to go, but Jim, I like your idea. Light up Copley. Here comes Evander Kane across the line, pushing it to the front of the net. And now this one will get to Adrian Kempe in his own zone. 7:46 to go. We still don't have a commercial break, as we're immediately back to play. As here's Kupari firing a shot, save made by Skinner, and we should now have a commercial break. So once they sort out the nasties in front of the net here, I should be able to tell you how I got this whole Dolynny TV live streaming the Oilers thing started here in a matter of moments. I'll tell you that as we get going to commercial break, friends. Just again, one more reminder, if you're tuning in live, what I need you to do is hit that subscribe button here on the channel. If you haven't done that already, I would greatly appreciate that. We started the night at 11,964, and we are already over a total of, give me a second to refresh, 12,017. So we're off and running really well tonight. But what I have to tell you, to answer Mike's question in the chat there a few moments ago, as he asked us just a little question there about how I got this whole Oilers live streaming thing started. So way back in 2012, Cold Lake opened the Cold Lake Energy Center's first rink, which is known as Imperial Oil Place. Flipper Do, thank you so much for distracting me there again. Appreciate that. You guys always seem to surprise me every chance I get. For the dono there as well, Flipper Do, thank you. But just to say, so Cold Lake opened what is now known as Imperial Oil Place, which in 2012 was the Masterpiece Arena in northeastern Alberta outside of Fort McMurray. And shortly thereafter, they installed a Jumbotron in the rink. Of course, I was in the media program at Cold Lake High School at the time. Gee, I wonder, right? Ended up getting to learn how to use the system in the rink at that point. Really fun and dandy, really awesome to get to do. And then from there, I just kind of kept doing that. Ended up doing the Jumbotron stuff and interview program for the Cold Lake Ice over the next 2 years. Went off to broadcasting school at NAIT. Had started Dolynny TV in grade 12. And, well, you know what? The Oilers stuff came kind of as a reaction to needing something to do in 2016. And ended up in 2017, the Oilers made the playoffs. And I thought, you know what would be great? Live stream the Oilers games, say watch the game with me, and people will tune in. And people tuned in like crazy. One of my best live streams ever to that point was an Oilers Game 5 live stream against the Ducks, or maybe Game 7. And I kind of took a couple more years to get full time with the Oilers stuff, and it's been unreal ever since. Been live streaming the Oilers games since pretty much consistently since the game in Sweden against the New Jersey Devils back in 2018. To be honest with you. Mike, that's a long-winded answer, but that's the answer, the best one I can give you. We've just crossed 10,000 views on the live stream, by the way, as well, so thank you to everybody for tuning in so far. Let's make it the best we possibly can the rest of the way home. Kings fire the shot up over top of Stuart Skinner, and this one will be fired around the boards now. Dursey picked it up, and Connor McDavid's able to dig it free from the corner, and now Leon Draisaitl's going to play it back the other way. As skating across the line is Evan Bouchard. Bouchard's into the play. He'll get it back into the middle, and this one's picked up by Iafallo. Brett Kulak picks this one up, and he'll get it going back the other way. There is, Mike, some other stuff I have to tell you about that story here in a matter of moments that explain the play-by-play portion of this, but we'll get going in a matter of time here on the next commercial break. 6:37 to go here in this second period. Walker hands it over, and the Kings will bounce it off the boards and up and out of the zone. As we've got second period as the Kings fire the shot towards the net. Oilers lead 4-2 now. So it's been a pretty productive start to this hockey game so far through 34-ish minutes for the Oilers. Derek Ryan taking down Ryan McLeod, though. He fires it right back into the zone, no problemo. 6:17 to go here as the Oilers continue to chase the puck for the Kings, who have it in their own zone. Flipped up ahead by Doughty. Kings onside, shot from the outside. Velarde turned away by Skinner. Only 17 shots, and it looks like we have a stoppage in play. And I'm not sure if the Oilers are guilty of a trip or if the Kings are guilty of a trip here. But the referee has made a call here. I didn't actually even get who the referees were. As tripping call against the LA Kings, Kevin Fiala. So there we go. The Oilers ready to put home the power play marker. That'd be fantastic. And I love all these Oilers fans that responded to Will Ferrell's face paint and beard combo as much as possible. That is next level get back at him kind of stuff. Fantastic to see there. And this one's Kevin Fiala tripping Stuart Skinner in the net. So a second run at Skinner goes called. Sorry, my glasses are just, I'm starting to get a little sweat on my nose there. I haven't had any glasses in my lifetime. I don't know what the consequence of live streaming and wearing glasses is yet. No, welcome in as well. As first time I'm seeing you tonight. 1-for-1 is the Oilers power play. 2 shots on net. 5:57 to go here in this second period of play. Bouchard is going to free it up and get it going back the other way for Draisaitl. Draisaitl is going to look to play this over to Connor McDavid. McDavid goes across. Shot fired. Blocked in front. This one cleared back to the blue line, and the Kings able to get it going down the length of the ice. And what do we have here? Drew Doughty is hurt, and it looks like Leon Draisaitl passed on some condolences there. And Jonathan, you've got the 2K on the Oilers and Giants. That's a weird combo, but yeah, I get it. As Doughty's going to go onto the bench. He just blocked a big shot apparently for the LA Kings there. I might have missed something there, but we're just going to see this one from Connor McDavid across the line as, McDavid hits him right in the top of the kneecap. As by the looks of that one, the shot fired. Doughty down to block it, and yeah, right off the top of the kneecap for Drew Doughty. He was hurting, and he was able to get off the ice in time though, and he'll get back going. So, all right, here we go. Evan Bouchard picks this one up. He's going to walk across and play it back to Connor McDavid, or maybe think about it and now does. So McDavid leads another zone entry for the Oilers. 5:27 to go. Ripped out by the LA Kings down the length of the ice. $1:17 to go. This one now for Bouchard, getting it picked up, and away we go back the other way as the Oilers will dump it again back to Connor McDavid, who leads into the zone. This time a clean entry as everybody back down as Nugent Hopkins plays it back to Bouchard. Bouchard spins, and Draisaitl has to pick it up on the far side of the zone. He'll walk down the boards, play it back to Bouchard at the point, now across near side to Nugent Hopkins. He'll go down to the face-off dot. McDavid, the shot fired towards Copley. He had to make his first big save there and just deflect it wide into the corners. Draisaitl plays it back to the point for McDavid. McDavid walking down low to Draisaitl. The Oilers looking, smelling for something here. Bouchard over to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins back to Bouchard. Bouchard over to McDavid. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard blinded. Nothing happened. Nugent Hopkins off the side of the net. Tickled Twine the wrong way. And now this one's going to be Draisaitl playing it back to Bouchard. Winds it up. Nope. He fakes it out back to Draisaitl. Now over to McDavid. McDavid back to Bouchard. The shot fires. Scores! Evan Bouchard on the point shot. Puts it home. And we lead 5-2 on the power play. 4:13 to go in the second period. That's a big time one, but it looks like Zach Hyman might have bit that one in the face. He's attending to his mouth. Looks like he might be cut on the play or worried about being cut. Might have hit Hyman up high. Either way, he scores a big goal there. Evan Bouchard pounds that puck home. And that's a gamer's goal as it hits Hyman off the face and into the back of the net. Bouchard rips the knuckle puck, hits, oh my goodness, hits Hyman right up in the jaw and trickles into the back of the net. That is about as beautiful of a goal as you're going to see from Zach Hyman in terms of a Zach Hyman goal. Bite it right off the mouth and into the back of the net. Dropped his stick in the whole 10 yards. Hyman getting evaluated at the bench, but that is as perfect of a 5-2 goal, and Hyman's smiling. That's the tough part. What's Hyman supposed to do here? He scored a goal because of that. Literally, a 5-2 third goal lead here for the Oilers. As this one's now worked for the Oilers. Another power play goal. Big time one. Fired down low. Copley has now been broken for another goal here. That's huge. Murphy welcome in as well. So this one's going to come back to the near side boards in the zone. 3:52 to go in this second period. The Oilers crowd chanting here as they continue to appreciate the effort here from their team as the Derek Ryan guy will fire that shot towards the corner. I don't have a tally. I wish somebody kept a tally as to how many times I've referred to Derek Ryan this year as that Derek Ryan guy, because I feel I do it every single game. This one flipped in. It is Bouchard and McDavid picking up both their 6th assists in this playoff series so far here in Game 5 on that Zach Hyman goal. Zach Hyman getting it going, and now this one's going to come back the other way for the Oilers as Bukestad just bounces off of one of the Kings players in the corner, and now back the other way. Here comes Philip Deneau across the line, fires the shot, save made by Stuart Skinner with 3:02 to go in this second period of play. Feels good. Friends, big time goal out of Zach Hyman, that is for sure. But what I want you to do right now is, again, if you're tuning in for the first time or tuning in for the second, third time, haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I would love to have you hit that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV, simply because tonight we hit 12,000 subscribers, and unfortunately that is not going to be the most exciting thing to happen tonight, because the Oilers winning Game 5 is going to be the most exciting thing that will happen tonight. Man, I could hit whatever number. I don't care. It is not going to be as exciting as the Oilers going back to LA with a chance to eliminate them for the second straight year. That's going to be the most exciting part here. But just to give you a reminder on the subscriber total, we're at 12,026. So we're not too bad off right there. And hopefully this thing continues to roll the rest of the way home. And just to give you an idea as well where we sit right now on the watch time. Look at that, looking good. 708 hours on the live stream, that's for sure. And that's where we're at for it. That's everything we need to know, as we've got 3 minutes to play here in this second period of play. As I'm just going to take a second chance to go refresh the old YouTube numbers here and see what we got behind the scenes right now, as it looks like everything's back to normal in the back end of YouTube there, so we should be good. A little weird moment there. Game 4 disappeared at one point yesterday. It looks like we have things rolling and rocking here in this period so far. Looks like we had one random minute that just for some reason was way above the rest. That's always fun to see what happens. We're smelling a rout. Well, I don't want to say rout yet. I let the Oilers score the 4th goal of the lead, and then we'll talk about it from there. But hopefully the Oilers get the job done tonight. Zach Hyman cleaned up on the bench, looks just fine. Looks like he gamed that goal into the back of the net, and that's really all that matters to him tonight, is the lead and putting it into the back of the net a little bit there. So hopefully we keep this thing rolling, as let's get this back to action. And yeah, Milner, I'm on a high right now. This has been one of the most special weeks, honestly, right? You look back to Monday night last week to Tuesday night this week, week and a half, 8 days, 10 days, whatever you want to say. One of the most special 10 days of my life on YouTube, and I've had 10 years on YouTube, so it's been a special ride. The Oilers seeing the Kings bat this around the defensive zone. They're able to clear out, so that's a big time stop for us right now. This one's going to work back to the near side point. Kempe stumbles and falls. That allows the Oilers to transition back the other way. Here comes Evander Kane. He'll get across the line. He'll take Matt Roy hard into the boards again, knock him down one more time. And this is going to be played out by the Kings one more time down into the Oilers zone. Matthias Ekholm picks this one up, and he will play that one to behind the net. And this is now Ekholm playing it there with 5-2 the lead for the Oilers. 2:15 to go in this second period. Ekholm will pick up from behind his own net, and I mean, we will be content. I will be completely content to keep killing clock as long as we possibly can. This one's fired in by the Edmonton Oilers down low into the Kings zone. Played back behind the net, and now Bukestad picks it up for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins wheels off the boards, can't get it free, and now Hyman out there battling again. He's on the ice as that one's going to be cleared past Brett Kulak. That's why I don't want to say Brett Kulak's name. I tell you, I just wanted to notice him for goal scoring. But the Oilers will be whistled down for an icing call. So friends, one more time, I will appeal to you. If you haven't left a like yet on the stream, I know we're doing really good number-wise, but obviously it's also Game 5. So I think game after game it builds up on itself. And what I want to tell you is if you haven't hit that like button yet tonight, would really appreciate you doing that. Let other people know that this is kind of something they need to see or something you think they need to see. Give me that vote of confidence if you're enjoying, right? If you're not liking it, hey, you're allowed to dislike. But if you're enjoying things here on the stream, definitely leave that like. Let's get crazy in this third period. Why not? We're almost up to 600 of you live watching back home before we get to this third period to play here in the second intermission, as that one's fired from the Kings wide of the net out from the point in the Oilers zone. This one's going to be played back into the middle. The Kings able to chop it at the blue line and play it back down deep by Dursey, as Moore will turn it over to the Oilers and flipped out there to the near side boards. And this one's going to be then chopped one more time by the Kings at their blue line. Picked up by Arvidsson. Nice recovery from Vinny Desharnais, and McLeod will backhand it down the length of the ice to Walker, who he thought he had an icing call against the Oilers, but thankfully they were able to evade it just by the roll of the puck as Walker again picks it up in his own zone. 1:04 to go here in this second period of play. Shot fired in. 1 minute remains here in this second period of play. Ceci will backhand it off. Now Darnell Nurse plays that one. Ceci over to Warren Foegele. We got 50 seconds remaining, and Fogel's going to speed back the other way across to the middle of the ice. Oh my goodness, Derek Ryan just missed the pass that would have made it 6-2 had the Oilers been able to cash in on the short side of the net on the near side, as Warren Foegele will play this one off. The nice board play by the Oilers down low to Ryan McLeod. McLeod wheels and deals back to the point. McLeod's going to leave it there for Darnell Nurse, who fires it in deep. The Oilers just content to make the safe play there as Foegele picks it up again. Oh, man. Cutting to the front of the net was Ryan McLeod. He couldn't make the play. Now Darnell Nurse trying to get back into position. That puck flipped up on him. He'll get it across to Cody Ceci. Ceci picks this one back to Darnell Nurse. 9 seconds remain here in this second period of play. And that, my friends, will do it for the second period. It is a 5-2 hockey game between the Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings after 2 periods of play. Thank you for being aboard here on Dolynny TV. I will be right back to you in a matter of moments. But again, Jamie, your fiance is at the game and you have no way to watch. So that one, again, I'm going to be in that situation here at some point during these playoffs. I'm almost for sure. But I thank you for being along for the ride tonight. And I thank all of you along for the ride. I will be right back. Quick bathroom break. Refill the water, as you can hear the voice getting a little weird, and we'll be right back in a matter of time. Again, friends, if you haven't hit that subscribe button one more time, and I'll be right back. Mute the mic. Bye-bye. All right, friends, let's get back to the intermission report, shall we? I forgot the Orioles again, Scott. My apologies. That's 2 intermissions in a row I've forgotten the Orioles. And I just do that. You can actually kind of, right about there, you can see the reflection. My eyes shine through too far, but you can actually see the reflection of the TV right there. Ryan, welcome in. And Mark, if the last couple days have taught us anything, it's that 3-goal leads are nothing. That is very, very true. We'll see what the Oilers have in store here for this 3-goal lead in the third period. Drew Doughty taking the shot off the knee. Obviously, that's a big blow if he's gone at all any point of this series for the LA Kings. Don't know if he played the rest of the way in that third period or second period, though. So we'll see if he plays in the third period. Stay tuned for that. But let's see what else we got, friends, as I'm just catching up on the chat here. Ivy, welcome in, as I missed you there. And hopefully, Dryden, you're new here. How nice is everyone here? Well, I think you're going to see pretty much a pretty good display of friends and family on this channel, pretty much. It's a pretty good chat we've got going, that's for sure. And yeah, good day to you, as we need a good 20 minutes. Yes, we do. And Logan. Yeah. That's the LA Kings. They do suck the life out of every game, as that's kind of been their strategy so far, and the others seem to be breaking through now. And 3-goal comebacks are not unheard of, or in the playoffs or in this series. That is true as well. And John, first time I've ever seen a commenter interrupt his commentary to text a buddy. Yeah, that was something that we had to make sure we did. If you knew why I was texting that buddy, that would be you would understand why I was doing it. So that's for sure. Let's see here. I gotta text him again. Sorry, thanks for the reminder, John. He did reply. That is, man, that set looks beautiful. My goodness, look at that. That is a great shot of the set right there. At that point, we were about the same as we were at this point. It's 3-2 hockey game when I got that screenshot sent to me, so we're good there. And we are good to rock and roll this intermission. Let's get to it. The goal scoring, there's been a lot of that. 7 of them, in fact, so far this hockey game. Evander Kane kicked us off. Leon Draisaitl followed up. Alex Iafallo responded. Brett Kulak restored the 2-goal lead. Adrian Kempe cut it back to 1. And then we got to the second period, where Nick Bjugstad picked up his first goal of the playoffs. Darnell Nurse picked up assist number 3, by the way. Cody Ceci, his first assist of the playoffs. Zach Hyman then off his face and in on the power play. Evan Bouchard's 6th assist and Connor McDavid's 6th assist as well. So we've had a pretty good go. And Jack, you are not the only one to think about that Clark Kent thing. I definitely looked at that in the mirror when I got back to work after throwing them on in the car, and I'm like, hold on a minute, there's definitely something going on here with these glasses, and that was the first thing that it reminded me of for sure. Let's go here. Ghost, am I just talking about the game or showing the game? Yes, to friends that are just tuning in, I will just be talking about the game, but not talking about it. I'll be doing the play-by-play, I promise you that. I am a trained radio and television broadcast professional. Never worked for like a Rogers, Bell, or somebody like that, but I've done this long enough that I would call myself somewhat of a professional. I have a diploma in television broadcasting, so I think that's enough combined with the experience to legitimize what I'm doing here. But I hope for you, the play-by-play is enough to get you through. That's really all I care at this point, is it's enough to keep you in touch with the game, and we can go from there, that's for sure. As Ryan refs have been favoring no one in this game so far. Yeah, no, the Oilers have been very disciplined so far in this hockey game. I think they have taken a grand total of, check the stat sheet, my glasses must be wrong, let me take them off. The Oilers have taken no penalties tonight. Glasses back on, no penalties still. That is absolutely insane, to be honest with you. It's been a pretty good game from the Oilers, about their most solid of the series so far. So hopefully we get it going here in a matter of moments, and we get back for the third period action and we rock it. And Ivy, you betcha I'm watching the game. I'll be live play-by-play here in a matter of few moments for you once we get back to action in a matter of moments. And hard to get past copyright laws unless some big corporation sponsors you, like the arrangement with Mr. Steve Dangle. Yes, so Steve Dangle works for Sportsnet. That is actually a Sportsnet broadcast that they put on. So it's kind of the weird part about it, but it's nice to see. Definitely seeing the media landscape evolving for the NHL, and whether I somehow find a deal like that, which I probably turn down, to be honest with you. I love what I do here, how I do it, so I doubt it. I doubt that deal ever arises to begin with anyway, but as soon as you say never, something happens, right? Never say never always turns into it always happens. So I guess we'll wait to see what happens here. But again, as we're going here, let's see what we got. Would I rather play the Vegas Golden Knights or the Winnipeg Jets? Honestly, if we're going to get games like last game and this game here against the LA Kings, I don't care who we play, right? It's the second round of the playoffs. We're battling through a little bit more than the LA Kings in that instance because we're in the second round. So I imagine that the Jets or the Golden Knights are going to be a bit banged up, and right, it's the same thing as everybody. And I think the Oilers, that favors them a real difference, that's for sure. So they're showing off. They're showing off a little bit of the Calgary Arena deal right now. We'll understand that in a matter of moments here. And now all of a sudden, looking at my phone screwed up my eyes. So hopefully we get back into it. And jumped in during the intermission to get your take on things. Great game so far. Can't even blame Skinner on that second goal. I'm not. Stuart Skinner's been fantastic tonight, right? He's kept us in it. Even when it was a one-goal game, he made a couple big saves that keep us right there, and now it's a 5-2 game. So hopefully he makes a couple more saves, and we are going to be just fine and dandy the rest of the way home. Billy, thank you so much for hitting that again. I appreciate everybody who's hit the donation button tonight. You guys always seem to blow me away, game in, game out, and obviously tonight again it's been another special one here tonight between the Kings and Oilers, and I really appreciate everybody just being along for the ride. Really do, hats off again. So we are crushing along what's been a pretty fantastic stream tonight. We're just hoping to get back to this third period so as we can finish this thing off strong. To give you an update on that watch time, I know we're over 800 hours now, but I just want to get a clean look at where we're sitting. And JM, thank you so much as well. The high five to you, as it's been a lot of high fives down the bench for the Oilers scoring goals tonight. I'll tell you that much. It's been fantastic to see the Oilers doing what they're doing in the goal column so far tonight. So hopefully we continue that and continue to have the high fives all night. I love these little weird emojis that YouTube came out with a couple years ago. Really adds a little bit of life to that, and it is eye-catching, which I think was the whole purpose behind them as well. So let's go here. Let's just quickly understand this. 856 hours on the stream, friends. So we are crushing along tonight. And just to give you an idea as well, if you're new to the channel, I want you to hit that subscribe button. I don't want you to hit that subscribe button for vanity numbers. Yes, would I love to have X amount of subscribers? Sure, that sounds fantastic. But I will tell you why I want you to hit that subscribe button for real, is I want you to get back here for Game 6, heaven forbid Game 7, and we want to show out and show up for what are going to be the elimination games in this series. So that's what I want to try and do tonight, is really get out there and get this done. So definitely get the chance. Thank you so much. And JM, I'm just glad you guys are enjoying the stream. That's the biggest thing, is you guys rocking and rolling the stream with me is just reward enough for everything here. Back in 05-06 when I fell in love with the Oilers and first started playing with the idea of one day wanting to be a play-by-play guy or do something in hockey, is to think in about 16 years later that I'd be broadcasting the Stanley Cup Playoffs live from my basement, talking about the Oilers and having 517 people watching me on a thing called YouTube. Absolutely insane, but you know what? It's fantastic that I've actually started achieving the numbers that I always told all my friends and family that I would one day reach, and that makes me feel pretty dang special that we've been able to get to this point and get going where we are now. So let's go here and crush that off one more time. I'm just going to refresh. Oh, man, we are moving tonight. We are absolutely moving. And that is a great question. When is Game 6, friends? When is Game 6? Well, check your calendars, scroll the Sportsnet app, look at your watch, set an alarm for sometime on Saturday. That's what you're going to need to do. Sometime on Saturday, the Oilers will play their next game. So there's a land swap with Calgary Stampede, $330 million from the province of Alberta, $356 million from CSEC, and the city of Calgary has chipped in $500 and almost $40 million to make that arena happen downtown. That is a massive development in the heart of Calgary. I will tell you, that is a beautiful area, those Stampede grounds. And with BMO Center expansion almost done and stuff, it is going to be absolutely unreal when they get that new stadium built in Calgary and they give the Calgary Flames a proper arena to play. And not that the Saddle Dome isn't, but it's not proper for the year 2023, unfortunately, anymore. And here we go. Human, thank you so much as well. Just seeing that, I'm just nattering away about nothing, but thank you so much for that. And I just have to make notice here, friends, as we've got the little three-legged guy once again. I knew he'd come visit at some point. He seems to come visit as soon as all the roommates go to bed upstairs. That seems to be about the thing. As soon as the dog freaks out about one of the roommates moving upstairs, he seems to wander on down and want to come cuddle a little bit and purr. And that's the big thing. I don't know if you guys can hear this. I'll move this closer to the mic. You can kind of hear him purring there. I hope you got a little bit of kitty purrs in there. That's what kept the good vibes going in the last game for me, was obviously getting the cat cuddles in when we were down 3-0 in the intermission. So hopefully tonight, Mr. Kitty here gets us going for what will be a positive finish to this hockey game. Hey, buddy. Hey, you're just loving the screen time. He has just been absolutely coming out here and enjoying every bit of screen time I give him. And he just doesn't want to get down right now, but I'm going to have to flip him down off, and down you go, buddy. There we go. So that's where we will be for this intermission. We should be up and done, and always love when you guys get the comments going about the cat as well. I know everybody's usually got pets or has some kind of affiliation to a pet over the course of their lives, so it's always special when I can kind of share off mine a little bit. I know the one that you saw earlier in the stream, he's not exactly a cuddle buddy. This little three-legged guy is definitely a big time cuddle buddy, that's for sure. So guys, as we are going here in human, yeah, that's the thing. The reffing, like, here's the thing. I don't care what side of the coin you are on with the reffing thing this series. It's after last game, it was kind of a question of, do these guys actually see anything out there, or are they just really just butchering every call? And that was kind of the thing, right? The Oilers got some good calls in their favor. Good because we got them, bad because they happened. But yeah, it was a questionable game last game, and now, I mean, so far the Oilers haven't taken a penalty, knock on wood. Hopefully it stays like that. But yeah, it's back and forth, and there ain't no consistency, seems to be the kind of the play right now. So still petting the cat if you see me leaned over here trying to pet him. He's just staring up at me, or else he's going to climb my leg. That's the worst part, when a three-legged cat climbs, and you know it's his back leg, right? So he doesn't have enough power to jump up. That's kind of the toughest part. So we'll go back this way. And let's see here. What the heck is this? What is this? What is this? Hold on. Snapchat just sent me a really weird one here. What in the hell? How do you get rid of this? Okay, whatever. It is what it is. That's fine. Jonas Corpusalo back to the bench here for the Oilers. So we'll get the cat back up on, or for the Kings, sorry. Get out of my ear, buddy. I knew you were going to try and do that. Evan Bouchard having himself a series here so far. And let's get this going, as hopefully, yeah, that's the replay there. As yes, Evan Bouchard slapped one off of Zach Hyman's face and into the back of the net. That's been the most recent goal for the Oilers. As hopefully the Oilers can rock and roll this the rest of the way home. And Evan Bouchard's going to take the bench position for the Oilers to start this period. Him and Ekholm did not start the hockey game, haven't started any of the periods as of yet. Here's Zach Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Nick Bjugstad on the ice to begin things here. It looks like Yamamoto. No, sorry, that is Bjugstad. Sorry. No, dude, don't try to lick my lips. What are you doing, weirdo? As we're back to action here, I've got the cat up on my shoulder. My apologies if that is distracting for the time being, but he's just getting the cuddles in here as he's trying to really lick my ears. That's kind of his favorite thing to try and do. 19:46 to go here in this third period, pardon me, as that shot fought off from Danault by Stuart Skinner, and now it's all about just winning this hockey game, friends. 19:35 as the shots fired from the point goes wide of the net, and this one will be a broken stick and a penalty against the Edmonton Oilers for a cross-check by the looks of it. Evan Bouchard's baffled by the call, as this cat's still trying to get into my chin and ears. And most points by an Oilers defenseman, first 5 games of an NHL playoff. It is Evan Bouchard tied with Charlie Huddy here. Paul Coffey is the only player with more. So Huddy and Bouchard are where they are at in number 3 all time. And buddy, please quit. Please quit. Don't lick my glasses either. That would be really irritating if you did. As Arvidsson playing that one. Darnell Nurse in the box for a penalty. So there you go. You get the penalty you're looking for. So 19:31 to go in this third period of play. And let's get this rocking, as it'll be a face-off down. Bjugstad sees it tied up for the time being. Kopitar rocking the face-off there. 19:31 to go as the puck is finally dropped, and this one will be back as Doughty will get it across the line the wrong way. So that doesn't work for the Oilers, and a little 3-legged guy here headbutting me is absolutely quite the challenge, as this one's going to be back across the line for Kevin Fiala, who took the last penalty for the Kings. Now back, picked up by the Kings in their own zone, as I'm just trying to see if this guy wants down, but he just seems to be wanting to cling to me right now. 18:57 to go here in this third period. Kings are going to get going, and now he wants down. You want down, buddy, or are you just going to be a lap kitty now? Just going to be a lap kitty? Okay. 18:48 to go, and now I can sit here and refocus. There we go. We should be ready to rock. As the Kings are tying it up along the boards, no, buddy. You're not going to do that with your back claws. Thank you. As this one is going to come back the other way for Kyler Yamamoto and Peter. That's pretty much it. Using my cat as a stress ball there. Stress petting the cat. And now we're back into action as the Kings will cross the Oilers line. Fire it off an Oilers stick, actually. Fiala takes a trip, looking for the call. None upcoming. And here's Evander Kane back the other way. He's looking for sport. Backdoor pass. Couldn't hit Connor McDavid, and then almost puts it in himself. But Evander Kane will just skate it back to our own end. We'll go north-south and then south-north here. And then Evander Kane just fires it all the way up through the middle of the ice, down the length of the ice. Can't do that at the RJ, nor can you do that in Drumheller. And now picked up by Sean Dursey. He'll pick it up and leave it there for Trevor Moore. Moore across the line, dumps it into the far side corner. Ekholm over to Desharnais, and Desharnais will clear the zone, and that will kill the penalty here with 7 seconds to go in the power play. 17:35 remaining in this third period as the Oilers already off and done the first 2.5 minutes of the period. So, right, you've already killed an eighth of the period. Now we just need to kill the next 7/8 of this period and get this job done. More over to Dursey. The shot fired, save made by Skinner, and it's fought out of the zone and back the other way. That is a big time save for Stuart Skinner. I like to see that. Joseph, welcome in, and welcome in everybody here, as this one's going to keep coming back down low into the Oilers zone, flipped all the way now low into the Kings zone. 17:04 to go here in this third period of play. Anderson Dolan picks it up and plays it ahead. Byfield one-hands it into the zone down the length, and Terrence, welcome in as well. I think I missed you earlier. 16:53 here in the third period, picked up now by the Oilers. Fogle battling at the line there with McLeod. It goes down deep into the Kings zone. Icing call it is. And that will be a stoppage in play here with 16:43 remaining in this third period of play. As that's Connor McDavid. Ooh, that is textbook hooking on Kevin Fiala. and Connor McDavid got away with it. Okay, I don't know. Like I said, not exactly sure what the standard is in this series. It's been all over the place, and my apologies, Kings fans, having to deal with that Connor McDavid non-call happening, as I'll be glad about it, but that also kind of sucks. Now the Oilers battling this one here. Gavrikov's going to play this one down low, 16:30 to go. And I will tell you, it has been a completely different experience so far here in this game, watching with my glasses on. I don't. There's a call against the Kings right now for an icing, I believe. But I will tell you, it has been a completely different game watching with my glasses. My eyes haven't defocused once, unfocused, whatever the term is. And it's been fantastic to be able to call this one. It's a little weird. Feels like I'm in a little bit of a bubble, but it's kind of nifty as well. 16.5 to go. Mike, thank you so much. Appreciate that. As we are going to go back the other way here. The Oilers backhanded into the zone for the Kings. Chasing after it is Gavrikov. 16-17 to go. Backhanded there by Kopitar, and Gavrikov will keep going the other way. Backhanded out by the Kings into the neutral zone. Picked up there by, I think, Draisaitl, who just kind of flips that one to the blue line. Kings see it flipped in by Evander Kane. Matt Roy out to play this puck. 15:57 to go in this third period. 21-21 the shots. So the Oilers have gotten the best of their chances so far. And this one's going to go back the other way for Darnell Nurse. And Peter's confused because he's not ahead of the curve here. This one's going to come back for the Oilers, starting out from behind their own line. Here's Nugent Hopkins over to Bjugstad. Bjugstad backhands in, scores. Hyman? What? That's why you're confused, Peter. Oh my goodness. That was a goal and a half for the Oilers. I don't know how that one went in. I don't know how that worked, but apparently it's in the back of the net for the Oilers. And that's a big-time goal right there to make it 6-2. There's the Will Ferrell look-alike enjoying it. And I don't know what happened there other than it just kind of went into the back of the net off of something. As Bjugstad backhands it, and it just pops through everything. And then Hyman puts it in before net pops off. It's beautiful backhand there by... oh, wow. It's off of the skate of Anderson into the back of the net before Hyman knocks the net off. So look at this one. It goes off of the skate of Anderson up over top of Hyman skating into the back of the net. So that's a good goal. And, okay, sure. 15:33 to go here in this third period of play. The Oilers have taken a 6-2 lead. We like it. Sorry, the goal call kind of sucked. I just didn't know what was going on there. And this one's going to be an icing call against the Oilers. And we will have a stoppage in play here. As Todd McClellan's a little fired up on his bench. And, oh my goodness, that is about as weird of a goal as you can possibly see. Zach Hyman doesn't ever actually get a touch on that, I think, as that one bounces off of Anderson's skate and back of the net. So this one now 15:20 to go in the third period. Puck played around and played now for Darnell Nurse, where he will take a man down and still no call. Okay. And this one will now be picked up by the Oilers in the middle of the ice. Backhanded to the near side boards for the Oilers. This one now for Arvidsson. He will play it across to the far side over the line. The Kings get it. Fiala's stop. Or sorry, is that Walker? That's Walker chopping there. And now Arvidsson will wheel and deal this puck. Shot fired on net. And that will go up and out of play. So we will have a stoppage in play. So there you go. And that is actually Hyman that got credit for the goal. So Jersey's chatting it up with the referee here. Zach Hyman does get credit for the goal. Nick Bjugstad picks up his first 2 points in the playoffs. We like that. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins 4 assists as well so far this playoff. So that's where we're at. And Chloe, yeah, your live stream is probably ahead of me. And Liz as well, you're seeing Hyman scores defers using his face this time. All right. Here we go. This one's going to come back the other way. And this one will battle into the near side corner. Picked up there by Ryan McLeod to the far side now. Kulak. 14:36 to go in this third period. As Kulak will pick it up in his own zone. Look to make the play. He's going to skate it right up the gut. He's going to get across and go back into the own zone. So there we go. Let's keep killing clock. I'm good with it. Let's keep killing clock. All right. Here we go. Bad, you're out of here. Thank you so much for being along for the ride. Appreciate you being along for the ride again, as Doughty's going to play this puck down low. And Margaret, you left for 2 seconds and saw the Oilers score a goal while you're away. Yeah, that'll tend to happen. Here's Stuart Skinner firing it around. Grunstrom's going to battle this one here back to the blue line, and now Costin's going to backhand this over, and out of the zone it goes. And the Oilers have to just keep playing this puck. That's all it comes down to, is just keep going back and forth and play this puck. As here's Quinton Byfield loading up. Puck played down into the Oilers zone. Battled ahead by Fiala. He's going to scoop this puck up. The Oilers unable to knock it off his stick. Puck bounces right in front. Ekholm behind the net. Battling here. He'll go along the boards. Turn it over to Fiala. High in the zone. This one backhanded in front. Byfield scores. What a wicked pass by Gabe Vilardi. I'm sorry. Again, one of those things there where I have to tell you, a credit to the Kings on that one. What a pass from Gabe Vilardi. Just watch how quickly he spins and fires that puck on the backhand. So Fiala gets it down low. It scrambles around a little bit. Ekholm plays it weakly ahead of the boards because of Vilardi's checking. And then it comes down, and look at this. Vilardi, no hesitation. Like, literally gets it on the backhand and fires it. Like, same motion. Picked it up. Puck came off his stick. Backhanded it on the second motion. And right to the tape of Byfield. That is, I mean, as quick of a play as you can possibly make off the corner. And a great play there from Gabe Vilardi to make it 3-3 on the goal from Quinton Byfield. His first of the playoffs. So Byfield's had a rough playoff so far. I know that Brett Kulak goal's kind of all on his. But you know what? A big goal there for the LA Kings. And now this game gets interesting down the stretch. Bad tunes out, and it happens like that. Here's Kane. Shot fired up over top of the net. And that one will go out of play. So 13:07 to go here in this one. And now you say we've got 13 minutes to play in a game, and it is a 3-goal lead for a team. You're kidding me. That's going to be very interesting. 6-3. Here we go in this third period. All right. Richie, you're tuning in from Bonnyville. Well, hey, welcome back from the home territory for me. You're tuning in from Bonnyville. That is, of course, I've spent a lot of time in Bonnyville. I don't know if you know that. You might know that. I'm not sure which Richie I'm dealing with here, but tuning in from Bonnyville. I'm from Cold Lake originally. If you didn't know that, that's interesting to just notch here on the live stream a little bit again, well, as I've got to make sure I mention Cold Lake as much as possible. Proud of where I come from, very proud to be from the Lakeland area, and obviously Lakeland born and raised, so that's fantastic. All right, anyway, enough about the Lakeland. Richie distracted me there for a moment. Donald, yeah, you know, it's 6-3 there. That's kind of a bit of an issue, but thankfully the Oilers are going to battle through and not make it an issue. And Drayden, does anyone else watching from Saskatoon? Saskatoon, another Oilers hotbed. I will tell you that much. We know that for sure. And yeah, the Kings have a lot of goals. So do the Oilers this year. And Merv tuning in saying, yeah, go Blades as well. I like to see that. A little support there, and hoping to put a fork in them as well. So here we go. What else do we got, friends? Are we missing anything? I don't think so. I think we're good, right? Who got the assist on that goal? Quinton Byfield, Gabe Vilardi, and Kevin Fiala got the assist. Zach Hyman's again was assisted by Nick Bugstad and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So keep that in mind. Just let's go quickly check this scoreboard here tonight. The New York Islanders 1-3-2. I saw the comment. That's why I brought it up. The Dallas Stars dummied the Minnesota Wild 4-0. And the Edmonton Oilers beaten up on the LA Kings right now 6-3. But the problem is we've got over 13 minutes remaining in this hockey game. So we've got to try and get this job done. Steve, Ducks fan, but let's go Oilers. I like it. And JJ is tuning in from Cranbrook. We'll play the Where in the World game you're tuning in from as everybody heads on out tonight. I felt like those intermissions were dragging on too long, and I forgot to make mention of that. As here's Zach Hyman playing this one off the boards, now picked up by Victor Arvidsson over to Philip Deneau, who will get it tipped in off the stick of Trevor Moore. Down the other way, and now it comes into the zone here. As this one's going to come played there by the Oilers. The Kings clear out of the zone. Deneau plays back to Trevor Moore to the near side. Victor Arvidsson. Arvidsson across the line fires the shot up over top of the net. And I'm kind of cheering for the Kings right now, to be honest with you, in a little way of just keep this game competitive, right? Don't give up. That's all I'm saying. So that's all we're hoping for here. Is this one's going to be shot down to Stuart Skinner. Skinner to the near side corner. Cody Ceci. Ceci will play this one off, and now picked up by Warren Foegele over to Derek Ryan. Rimmed in by the Oilers. That's Phoenix Copley firing it in, and now played down low by Warren Foegele to the near side. Continuing the battle there as Derek Ryan continues to fight off Quinton Byfield. Almost gets the turnover in front of the net. Would have liked to see that there. And now back to the point. Ryan McLeod keeps it in. And this is the thing. As much as I'm talking about the LA Kings keeping it competitive, the Oilers have to pour on the offense. That's what I will tell you. The Oilers have to pour on the offense here the rest of the way home, because the LA Kings, now that they're only down 3, are going to be coming hard. It's an icing call against the LA Kings now, but you just have to hope that this game keeps competitive the rest of the way home, because if the Oilers get lackadaisical, it gets tied, and if the Kings get lackadaisical, obviously everybody knows what the result is going to be. So let's keep the intrigue, let's keep things happening here, and hopefully we get going here, as this one's going to be a face-off now between Byfield and Draisaitl, as Draisaitl will take the face-off and backhand it back to the point. This one's going to be an option for Brett Kulak. Shot down low into the net area where Phoenix Copley somehow picked that puck out of midair and gloved it down. So that's what we got. Connor McDavid talking things over with Mikey Anderson. You know the history between those two players and what they've got going on. So hopefully the Oilers don't see anything going up there. And Steve, what's up with Connor McDavid? Well, he's got 6 assists this series so far. So Connor McDavid's not hurting as of yet. 6 assists, 2 points, or 2 goals, 8 points in 5 games. He's been doing all right. So hopefully that all works out. And now Matthias Ekholm will fire this one down. Leon Draisaitl to the near side around the boards, and this one will now be fired back to the point. Evan Bouchard across and over. Shot from Leon Draisaitl, blocked in front, or it hit the pads of Copley, not really sure which. Bouchard walks down the lane, passes it off. Copley still had to make the save, so that was interesting as well, with 11 minutes remaining here in this third period of play. Yes, I've got the door locked. I can hear the roommates coming up upstairs, so that means they're roaming around still after thinking they were going to bed, as this one will come free now for Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty around his own zone, up through the middle, and now played off to Kempe. Kempe, who scored that gorgeous goal earlier. Oh my goodness. Stuart Skinner, buddy. Stuart Skinner, thank you. Thank you. That's what we need, right? I don't want to get too animated about it, because really it's just another routine, nice little save here in the middle of the game. But Stuart Skinner, a nice glove save there to keep this one going, and the little flick of the wrist as well. Love to see that. That's a big one for sure. So Adrian Kempe releasing the shot, and Skinner, big time glove save. The old windmill over the head, puts it into the chest, crotch area there, and puts it home, as we'll make that save, as Nugent Hopkins will keep this one going, as this one will be a face-off loss for the LA Kings. They pushed the face-off back, but a big-time save, and now 10:39 to go here in this third period, as Skinner will fire this one around the boards, and this one played to the middle and tipped out of the zone. 10:30 to go. Gavrikov will pick it up, and this one over now to the LA Kings, as this one's going to be played ahead, and the Oilers will try and tip it down the ice onto the stick of Klim Kostin, but instead it is an icing call there. So that is big whistle against the Edmonton Oilers as we continue to go along in this one. Again, friends, but I will say, if you haven't had a chance yet to leave a like on the stream, definitely please do. Would appreciate if you could. And to give you an idea on the watch time as well tonight, how about 1,085? So I doubt we're going to reach the 1,700 we did last time out, but would be interesting to see if that ends up being the case tonight. So face off one back by the Edmonton Oilers, tipped down the length of the ice into the Kings zone. And we're going to see with 10-12 to go here in this third period. 6-3 is the lead for the Edmonton Oilers. This one's going to be worked back now to Cody Ceci, battling there. Philip Broberg comes to the side of the net and continuing to battle Bjugstad and Ceci, trying to keep this one from going to the front of the net. Rundstrom almost freed it up. Bjugstad, though, walks away with it with 9:50 to go here in this third period of play. Back the other way and picked up by the LA Kings, turned off the boards, picked up by Walker for a brief moment. Walker keeps it in this time. He'll play it to the middle now. Trevor Moore, shot fired over top of the net and wide. And this one will go back around to the far side. And now picked up by Derek Ryan. Kicked out of the zone. And Arvidsson will play this one in his own end. Picked up there by Dursey. 9:25 to go in the third period. 6-3 the lead for the Edmonton Oilers here in this third period of play. Brett Kulak battling this one. He'll play it forward. Now chipped out by Warren Foegele. And now back the other way with the puck are the LA Kings. As this one's going to be Drew Doughty on the ice. So good to see he's no worse for wear. I noticed him a couple times this period, but never made mention of it. It's good to see him back on the ice for sure. This series just is not the same without Drew Doughty. And honestly, the building is so loud, the back of the net camera is shaking, friends. That's how loud the building at Rogers Place right now tonight is for this 6-3 lead for the Edmonton Oilers. In behind the net, nice play by Vinny Desharnais to steal the puck. And it's kind of been one of those games so far. Not a lot of offensive zone possession time for either team. We've hit the over on the live stream so far. It's 10 o'clock, and the live stream just refreshed itself because the 2.5-hour allotted time frame has passed. 8:30 to go here in this third period of play. Puck goes to the far side, picked up by Doughty, who fires it in deep. Kulak out to play it, can't pick it up, and now this one's going to be turned and burned off the boards by the Oilers. Back the other way. Here comes Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Shot fired towards the net, couldn't do it. And now 8:15 remains here in this third period of play. The Oilers coming heavy on Doughty, knocks him down to a knee, and he'll come out and have to play this one out of the zone. Kempe now with the puck. 8:03 to go in this third period. He dodges through a man. Shot, save made. Rebound, save made again by Skinner. Rebound again, save made by Skinner. 7:54 to go as Gavrikov goes across to Roy. Shot fired into the middle of the ice. Gavrikov picks this one up. Shot fired again. Blocked in front. Ekholm's in a heck of a battle with Kempe as they continue to battle for position on top of the blue paint. Bouchard coming up with this puck. I mean, I'm just watching Kempe and Ekholm, to be honest with you. Flipped out by the Oilers. Now Hyman coming across the line. He's got skating room. This one's going to be played to the middle of the boards in the Kings zone. Picked up there by Evander Kane, who flips it high off the netting and out of play. So that will be a stoppage in play. As Greg, I should wear one of my Oilers jerseys. I should. But unfortunately, here's the problem. I will tell you why I don't wear my Oilers jerseys on stream. These 5 Oilers jerseys are the only 5 Oilers jerseys I own. So that's kind of how the set sets up. It kind of is tough to wear one of them. I don't have a third spare one. I have a Hockey Canada jersey and stuff like that, but I don't have a spare jersey somewhere along the way, unfortunately. So maybe that will be the theme for next year, is get a stream wearing jersey, I guess you could say. But all right, friends, that's where we're at right now. We are hopefully going to rock and roll the rest of this period, and looks like the stream just kind of crapped out for a second, but that's fine. We're going to battle. It looks like I've got a French commercial on my television set. Yeah, I've got a French CIBC commercial on my television set right now. Hold on. Okay, that was really weird. We had a French language commercial on English television. Never seen that before, but cool. Dual languages, I tell you. Kimberlyn, why don't you share the screen, because it is copyright, friends. If you are just tuning in, it is copyright to share NHL stuff, so I can't do it, unfortunately. I will have the play-by-play for you, so that's hopefully going to get you through as you need be, but hopefully as we go along tonight, you're all good to go here. So, all right, we are just about set to return back to action here, friends. And let's get this rocking and rolling, as this is Canada. Yeah, no, I was just confused because I don't think I've ever seen that on Sportsnet before, but we'll take it. As now the 50-50 pot sitting at $2.9 million tonight. Love to see that. And obviously in support of good causes across oil country, the Kings win the face-off back. Doughty will fire it over back into the middle of the ice. Breakaway pass for Arvidsson, who's taken down by the Oilers astutely. Great play right there by the Oilers to kill off that chance. And now Draisaitl's going to try and get this puck out. This one's going to come back to the middle of the ice where the Kings will pick it up. As this one will come to the middle and now picked up by Anderson. Played in by Arvidsson across the zone all the way back to the point. Nice touch play there by Fiala right onto the tape of an Oilers player as Draisaitl will just clear it down the length of the ice into the zone. Dean, welcome in as you're cheering again for the Oilers. And let's keep this rolling, guys. We got 6:40 to go here in this third period, and the Oilers, my friends, just need to get this victory sealed up with 6.5 minutes to go in this third period play. 6-3 the score for the Edmonton Oilers. And Brett Kulak will carry it back into the zone as the Oilers are just going to slow play this one here. Slow play it, slow play it, slow play it. And Vinny Desharnais will fire it into the zone. 6:15 to go here in this third period. Derek Ryan plays this one around behind and now picked up by the LA Kings one more time. Desharnais keeps it in. Fogle will walk it home. And man, I'm going to go to bed before 10:30 night. And looks like one of the Oilers just got run into the boards. And there's a penalty up on the play. The Kings are pretty much done for tonight. I would say if they're about to give up a penalty and the clock is still running, Brett Kulak's on the ice. The referee's got his hands up, sorry. As this will be the Oilers just retreating this puck. The Kings have to come back and touch it, or the Oilers will be content to run out the clock on them, as Bouchard will play this one ahead. Connor McDavid leads the 6-on-5 rush off to the boards, and this will be back played there as Nugent Hopkins' stick shatters, and that will be a stoppage in play. So that's where we're at right now, and we'll be fine and dandy with it as Durzi will go to the box. And it is a power play for the Oilers as Fogle gets eaten into the boards there on a cross check by Durzi. Vernon, welcome into the stream. And we are just about set to rock and roll here in a matter of moments. Thank you for the kind words there. Sorry, who was that? That was Donald again with kind words. And but Casket, you're not an Oilers fan, but hope they eliminate the Kings. We've seen kind of that happening over the course of these live streams for sure. And let's go get this power play, right? That's all we got to do now is nice big win. Wild, you know what in the bed tonight. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. That was a big time. Sad to see the LA Kings, Minnesota Wild lose the game the way they did, and sad to see the LA Kings on the way to losing this one in the fashion they are. Hopefully the Kings power play or penalty kill neutralizes the Oilers power play and we can play on for a 6-3 game down the stretch, because that would leave at least some intrigue left in this hockey game. Just speaking from a purely YouTube play-by-play guy aspect, but a 7-3 Oilers victory on a Tuesday night, don't mind me. That wouldn't be bad at all either. So, all right. So, that's where we're going to sit right now, is just wait to get this one back underway. And you guys are talking about sunglasses. You're playing the Corey Hart Sunglasses at Night song. I actually don't know where my sunglasses went. I bought a nice pair of Oakleys last spring for baseball, and I haven't been able to find them in a few weeks. But hopefully the Oilers can just keep rolling here, and I don't have to worry about wearing my sunglasses tonight. That's for sure. So that puck goes off of the face of Zach Hyman, and Justin's thrown it in here. Justin, I didn't mention it last time, but I will now. If you haven't had a chance yet, friends, to hit that like button on the stream, we're sitting at 288. We are just about to 300. If you could definitely hit that for sure. Let's definitely see that right there, as this one's going to come back to the point now. We're back to action. Sorry to cut my own thought off. So the Oilers will look for the kill shot here to go up 7-3 and finish this game with 5.5 to remaining here in this third period. Draisaitl on the near side. Draisaitl still looking. Gets it over to Connor McDavid. 5:08 to go here in this third period of play. McDavid to the middle. Shot saved by Copley. He will chop it down. And that is going to be a save. And a big time one right there for him. So 2 months and 2 weeks since you quit smoking, Bert. That is something we're here to celebrate, because I will tell you, I know you guys celebrate alongside me every time I bring up my sobriety right now. So I really do appreciate when you guys kind of share those things, so as I can make mention of it to everybody watching back home to celebrate it alongside you. That's the special stuff we're here for in the chat. That's kind of the best part. We've developed a really nice little thing here in the chat, and that is for sure. So here we go. This one's going to be backhanded, wrap around against Stuart Skinner, save made by Skinner, $1:28 to go here in this power play, and we're just got to walk this one home now. There's 4:47 to go in this third period. It would take a royal you-know-what from the Edmonton Oilers to mess this one up down the stretch. As Connor McDavid across the blue line, taken down, save made by Copley on the play, and we will have a stoppage in play here with 4:36 remaining in the third period. You know, I'm just itching to get to that one, but that's where we're sitting. And Micmac, Oilers versus Leafs final would be fantastic. Yeah, Oilers versus Toronto would be pretty much what dreams are made of this season, that's for sure. And what a save made there by Stuart Skinner to get back on Tyson Dolynny. That was a big time one for sure. And then Connor McDavid battling through there, and now we will have a face-off to the left of Copley. Oilers win it on the power play, and they are going to send the second unit out there with 1:10 to go. So the Oilers will just kind of even out the ice time down the stretch here. Matthias Ekholm able to keep it in. He will battle it down low to Evander Kane. Kane, who scored the first goal of the game and set the tone for the Oilers. They were winning this one for the young fan, super fan of Evander Kane. You just need to go look up that story. I can't do it justice, honestly, so you need to look that up. But Darnell Nurse will get it going here. And now Kane across to the far side to Ekholm. Ekholm knocks down the man and then takes out Copley because of it. A perfect hit right there. And Daniel, you're tuning in from Kazakhstan, cheering on as a Fort Saskatchewan resident. Hey, I like that. Fort Sask represent. Darnell Nurse over to the blue line, offside for the Oilers. 3:47 to go here in this third period of play. This is the hardest part, I will tell you. When you know the victory's sealed for the Oilers, or at least it should be, and we're sitting here this close to the end of the game, it's hard to finish this one right now, but hopefully we get this done here in the next 3:47, and then we finish off and go into Game 6 with a chance to eliminate the LA Kings on their home ice. Don't mind me, that'll be beautiful, as Ryan McLeod will take the face-off against Tyson Dolynny. Is now still up there penalty killing the LA Kings for the next 23 seconds. This one will go back the other way. 3:36 to go in this third period. Warren Foegele battling it back into the far side now. The shot fired to the middle, and this one's going to be played back in the middle. And Keith, here's the problem. I'll tell you this, just because we got time to kill right now, is if I'm going to do play-by-play, I know as a play-by-play guy, I physically can't do that during a real game. The problem is right now is I've got to be my own color guy too, so that's where I'm battling two things. And plus I got to throw some quips into the stream as well, so as you guys get a couple of laughs along the way as well. But I do definitely know where you're going with that one, Keith. As 3:04 to go here in this third period as Brett Kulak picks it up. As 6-3, this one to the near side. Vinny Desharnais will play it in, and Derek Ryan plays it down. And now the Oilers fans just cheering along. I don't even think the Oilers fans are on their feet in Rogers Place right now, but not yet. Maybe a little bit too early as of now. I'm not too sure, as this one's going to come back to the blue line, played out into the middle. 2:38 to go here, and now puck played to Monique Bjugstad, but it's out of his reach. Would have been a great chance to try and finish this game off for sure. It's 2:30 to go here in this third period of play. 27-26 the shots. Picked up by Kyler Yamamoto. He'll flip it in. And we're inside the final 220... or 220, sorry. Losing track of it here late in this one. We're inside the last 100 minutes of this hockey game, though. Why am I even trying? I should just shut up, let it coast home, let you see the look on my face as the Oilers push that one wide of the net. Good defense there from Cody Ceci to keep that one alive and out of the back of the net as this one comes to the front of the net. Now Ceci again rescues the puck. The Kings, the shot fired up over top of the net. They are pressing hard here. Another shot towards the net, and Stuart Skinner makes the save with $1:47 to go in the third period of play. So now all of a sudden tempers are going to flare as Deneau wants a piece of Foegele. $1:47 remaining here as the clock's already stopped. And Fogel's getting beat up here by a King's glove. He's very upset. Of course, he got boarded or whatever into the back of the boards here earlier, so that's real tough for him. And there's one of these Oilers fans in the crowd there giving it to one of the LA Kings players. And this is still going on behind the net right now as Foegele really wants a piece of Deneau. He is not impressed with him, so not sure what's going on there. But buck 47 remains here in this third period as both teams just trying to get off the ice here as they've got the play La Bomba sign for Ben, of course, in the stands. Love to see that as they so often do. Somebody in the stands at the Oilers games has something in support of Ben still nowadays, so that is fantastic to see. In this one now will be good to see. And this one's just a bump to the middle, and I don't know where Foegele gets all animated, but it's somebody in front taken down, and then Foegele gets in there, and I think Deneau just kind of gives Foegele a real bad face wash, and that's it. And Mikey V in the chat tonight as he closes it out. Hoping you're getting close to being back home, buddy, because we got a Saturday night game that we might have to get ready for, that's for sure. And Bobby, welcome in, as we are going to finish this one off here. And then this one here, with a buck 47 to go in this third period, will be a face-off where? That's the only question now, as we're going to see what ends up happening to finish off this hockey game. Sorry, friends, a little bit of franticness behind the net there. They kind of got animated, did Foegele and Deneau, and now we're going to have a face-off to the left of Stuart Skinner, who is going to, for all intents and purposes, watch the last minute 40 click off the clock, and that will do it for what has been an absolutely fantastic effort out of the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Evander Kane backhands this one to the near side boards in the Kings zone. And now, friends, we are going to just try and crush off one last game this series with a buck 23 to go. Clem Costin is going to play this one over to the far side. Jotted down and in the middle of the ice. Kings play it ahead. And looks like we will have that played with a high stick or something there. So that will be a stoppage in play here. And now the Oilers just trying to wind down the clock. That's what Louis DeBrusque is saying anyway. The time needs to click off the clock here for the Oilers. Oilers fans are dancing. They're having a good time. Buddy is a little bit animated in the stands there. Might add one too many bevies, that is for sure. But let's go get this finished off, friends, as we will finish this one here with a minute 14 to go in the Kings zone. Ryan McLeod wins the face-off. Cody Ceci rips the shot. Weird deflection off of either Roy or Yamamoto right into the upper body there of Phoenix Copley. And friends, as you're heading out on the stream, if you haven't already, definitely consider hitting that like button. Thank you so much for being along for the ride. If you are thinking about tuning out here right away, but we've still got a minute 07 to finish this one off. So I would love to have you spend that last minute with me, as this one will be played far to the side and played back up the middle and now to the near side. Gavrikov plays it ahead, shot fired into the Oilers zone. That one again goes out of play. That one somehow chipped off the boards and went into the netting, and that will be another stoppage in play here, friends. But again, one more time, just, well, I still have all you. If you're new to the channel, it's been a rough finish. I won't mind that, because obviously the Oilers are winning big time, but if you're new to the channel, I want you to consider hitting that subscribe button before you head out. Game 6 is an elimination game, and the Oilers hold the eliminating ability, so that will be a dang special night, that is for sure. As here we go, let's finish this one off with 46 seconds to go. This series yet to really boil over at any point. I wonder if the Kings try and do it here with their backs up against the wall for game number 6. As this one will come back into the neutral zone. The Oilers pick it up. Here comes Derek Ryan with one man back. He'll cut to the outside. Poke checked off his stick, and it'll come back to the LA Kings possession. And this will do it for this one as the puck winds down into the Oilers zone. The Oilers fans on their feet. Billy, thank you so much once again. And with 16 seconds to go, friends, watch the seconds click off the clock. And this is it. That is all. The Edmonton Oilers 8-7-6 down into the Kings end. Walker plays the puck. He's done with it. 2-1. The Oilers, my friends, are going back to LA with a chance to eliminate the LA Kings in game number 6 at Crypto.com Arena. Thank you so much, everybody, for being aboard for the ride tonight. The Edmonton Oilers win 6-3 in 3 periods of hockey. Feels good not to have overtime tonight, that is for sure. And everybody that's hit that subscribe button tonight, I can officially say it has been a dang special night. The Oilers won. That's a huge get. We hit 12,000 subscribers on Dolynny TV tonight, which is a huge, huge get. And oh, by the way, we get to play La Bamba as well. I'm seeing that in the chat. Play La Bamba, huge get for the Oilers. And as well, to finish this one off here right now, just to tally up the final numbers on the watch time, just so as we're all aware here as we finish this one off and we all go our separate ways. How about that? A big time 1,317 hour watch stream. That's a trifecta +5 for tonight's hockey game, as it is going to be a fantastic finish tonight. Aaron, thank you so much for the kind words. And now we all have to go and finish this one here in LA. It's going to be fantastic. I will once again wrap this up. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering how this one finished up, let's go talk about it a little bit here, as this one started out with Evander Kane scoring the first goal of the game on the power play. That was a huge one. That was a response to a Kings fan doing something so appalling. I don't know how we haven't heard more out of that, because that is absolutely embarrassing from that Kings fan to do that to our young Oilers fan in the stands there that Evander Kane had as a guest at the Oilers game in LA for Game 4, sorry. Then Leon Draisaitl scored his 6th of the playoffs, ended up scoring what was the 2-0 goal. Iafallo responded. Brett Kulak restored the 2-goal lead. Adrian Kempe made it 3-2, and then it was all Edmonton Oilers from there on out. Nick Bjugstad, Zach Hyman, and then, the Kings ended up chipping one more into the net, but it really didn't finish up too much more special for them, as Quinton Byfield cut the lead to 6-3. And I will tell you, 2 of the 3 goals for the LA Kings tonight, absolutely beautiful finish for the Edmonton Oilers opponent, the LA Kings. I mean, that goal from Byfield, perfect pass from Velarde, and that goal from Kempe, bar down, kind of roof job on the glove side. I mean, how do you write that up anymore? Anyway, Mike, yes, I should finish this off, friends. I did have a chat that I was telling all about how I got this thing started. So way back in 2016, I finished off my broadcasting college diploma at NAIT. I struggled to find a job all summer, kind of just sat around the house and did barely any YouTube. Don't know why. I could have been way ahead of the curve if I would have actually put in an honest effort. But anyway, barely did any YouTube, and then proceeded to go home and get involved with the local media company. Got back involved with Cold Lake Ice Junior B hockey stuff I was doing back then. And then I was doing an interview program live on Facebook, every game, intermission, everything like that. And pretty much I had done some play-by-play back in 2014 when the Cold Lake Ice went to Alberta Junior B Provincials. Didn't do much play-by-play until a couple years later in 2017 during the Alberta Junior B Provincials that year. I ended up going live on Facebook with a couple of play-by-play calls. And then 2018 I ended up leaving off from that media company and going to the Cold Lake Ice for their second round series to do play-by-play. You can catch most of that stuff actually here on Dolynny TV, to be honest with you. So definitely check all that stuff out. If you ever want to peek around and see what I've done in my broadcasting career, Mike, there is so much content here on Dolynny TV. It is absolutely unreal. There's over 3,000 videos. I tell you, everything stretching back to 2013. So plenty of stuff for you to check out. Firefox, thank you so much for being along for the ride tonight. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Alan, your head note, thank you for being here. And I think everybody, thanks so much for spending the evening with me. I really do appreciate it. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I know some of you might be tuning in after this game has ended. We'll recap the final score. It's a 6-3 final. Stuart Skinner makes 25 out of 28 saves. The hits finish 49-42. 31-23 the face-offs for the Oilers. 2 for 3 on the power play are the Oilers. 16-12 the penalty minutes for the Kings. 10-9 the giveaways for the Oilers. 8-4 the takeaways for the Oilers. And they were stepping up in the lanes tonight too. 16-8 in the block shot department. Evander Kane with his 3rd goal of the series from Darnell Nurse and Matthias Ekholm on the power play got us started. Leon Draisaitl from Connor McDavid and Matthias Ekholm. So Ekholm had a 2-point night. Iafallo, then Kulak from McLeod and Fogle. Kempe from Grunstrom and Doughty made it 3-2. Bjugstad from Ceci and Darnell Nurse made it 4-2. Hyman from Bouchard and McDavid made it 5-2. Bjugstad from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins made it, well, guess what? Yeah, it was a big one right there. Made it 6-4. 2, and then Quinton Byfield made it 6-3 with his first of the series. So, in effect, actually Zach Hyman's goal there, the first one he scored, which he kind of just kicked into the net or whatever, or whichever, second one, Zach Hyman's second goal. I'm confused. I've lost myself. Shut up, Tyson. Well, you won't worry about it too much. That's all fine and dandy. Terry, you were watching elsewhere, but left a like. Thank you so much, Terry. Appreciate that. I hope Patrick's stream was good if that's where you were watching. If not, let me know where you're watching. I'd love to know who else out there is live streaming right now. But that's all we find ourselves, friends. That is the end of the night. We'll just finish this one off with a quick couple of Twitter reactions as La Bamba is playing at Rogers Place, and we are all happy and fine and dandy. And let's go Oilers until the final buzzer. That's fantastic. Moss Pit reacts to the Game 5 victory. It was a big-time win, and of course everybody is all very happy about that one, that's for sure. Skinner was sharp tonight. Yes, he was, and there is not much else to see here. As Hyman on the doorstep off a rebound, Bukestad and RNH with the helpers. The goal is now Bukestad, so he finishes with 2 goals tonight. And obviously a weird double point night for him, being moved into the top 6. And let's see, as Marigold Lane Creative is going to have to make some Play La Bamba Baby signs once again. That was something they did back in the playoffs. If you don't know Marigold Lane Creative, check them out on Twitter or on Instagram. That's where you want to find them. And that's where we're at, as I think it is now a 3-2 series for the Edmonton Oilers. And friends, let's just say we are headed back to LA to finish this one off, or at least with a chance to finish it off, but we should be able to finish this one off. So if the Oilers go past the LA Kings, Neil, in your options, Vegas won't be as bad. I would tend to agree. OMB, the Oilers showed up tonight, and why they are the better team. They outclassed the Kings. It was a great win. Yes, it was. So friends, for all of you still aboard with me, thank you so much for hanging out. I wanted to make sure I at least spend some time post-game because we have it. So I really do appreciate everyone being aboard for the ride tonight. It's been my pleasure to have you all night. Thank you so much. I'll take the glass off to say this because it's where I normally look at you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for helping me hit 12,000 subscribers tonight. And now we can only look forward to it from the rest of the time from here. So definitely, if you get a chance tonight, please consider hitting that subscribe button on your way out if you haven't already. And friends, I'm Tyson. This is the new look Dolynny TV.